Yo, what is good, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Probably not the intro in which you were used to. I spent a couple of days working on that last starting soon screen, and for me to not be able to use it today is it's like bittersweet. It's all good. So decided to utilize another platform here. We are not on the almighty OBS like many of us streamers are used to, or Streamlabs. I never really dove too much into the Streamlabs world. I was always an OBS guy, but we're utilizing Stream Yards today. So this platform here, I would like to think caters more so to the podcaster, so to speak. That's me. And most of the content creators that I mesh with do a lot of just chatting. So if you're somebody out there and you just want to utilize a platform strictly for maybe just chatting or podcasting or whatever the case may be, shoot your shot with Streamlabs. Shoot your shot. So it's Sunday. Usually I don't go live on Sunday, but I'm here today. I got a very special podcast that I want to present to each and every one of you. So I would have to say about 2021. That's when I was kind of coming up in the Twitch world, and I met quite a few people along the way. Some people were great, some people not so great. Some of those friendships kind of diminished. If you want to call them a friendship, I guess you can say more of an infatuation, but um, some of them actually were friendships, and some of those friendships were cemented really, 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 really tight. So I got three friends here, more so brothers, that I have had the honor of growing close to, each and every one of them individually. Um, we've shared great moments, deep conversations, fun and laughs, everything that a friendship you would want out of it or you would want it to be. And we know how hard it is to make friends. When you start getting up in the age, you start to kind of have you're setting your ways and you don't really want to change, and people come at you with their ways, and it's just like, yeah, you know what, I'm just not feeling this, so I don't want to, I don't want to deal with this. So a lot of us tend to take that lonely route and do life by ourselves. But if it's one thing I've learned about life over the last couple of years, is that you get lonely, and life isn't as fun when you try to do it by yourself. So um I got three of my closest buddies here in the world of streaming and in real life: Bearded Legend Gaming, Flash Carter, and the Bear Project. Um, Most of us are in the same community. A lot of us know, if you know Bear, you probably know me. If you know Flash, you probably know me, and vice versa. We're all just one big family. And there is Queen Shar. What is up, Queen? Good to see you. We got royalty in the chat. So good to see you. That's another OG right there. Hey Shar, we gotta do another podcast. Don't think that I forgot about that talk that we had about doing like a podcast about UFOs and unsolved mysteries and stuff like that. And I think that this will be a good time because drones and UFO talks and all that stuff. I think we need to do that. The conspiracy theories, let's link up. Let's make that happen. But tonight, it's about the brothers. So I'm going to introduce to you all for the second time because this ain't the first time that we've done this. Um, my bros from another mother, Bear Project, Flash Carter, and Bearded Legend Gaming. So have you guys go ahead and take the stage. The red carpet has been laid out for you. I don't have any fancy sounds I can use right now. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Because like I said, I'm on stream. I almost said Streamlabs, but StreamYards. I can't do much. My hands are tied behind my back, but they're really not. They're right here, but they're almost behind my back. So we got Twitch and YouTube going at the same time, so I don't know where y'all are watching from. Most of you are watching from Twitch, but I know some of you are probably going to end up coming in here from YouTube as well. So if you're on both sides, let me know how it sounds. Let me know how it looks. If we got to jump ship and do something else in Discord, we will. But as it stands, we here. What's good, folks?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's cracking, lacking? We out here. What's shaking?
Yeah. Shar says, "What is the YouTube link?" Let me see.
I got
Just a second. Okay. He gonna hook you up.
Gotta stay ready so you don't get ready.
There you go. So I'm looking at it on YouTube. It looks good. Twitch looks good. A little fuzzy, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh yeah, I'm going back and forth monitoring, so you good.
It's all good. We got Crafty here. We got Crafty here. She's in the chat, so she can hold it down too. And I'm pretty sure Carlos will be here pretty soon too. So Shar, is she both on Twitch and YouTube? Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shar, when you gonna come back to YouTube? Now you need to come on over to the red side. I was looking at your channel the other day, and it's been a minute. So, but all right, fellas. Happy Sunday, man. It's so good to see you guys because we talk every day via the phone, whether it be like text messaging or voice chats. That's pretty much how we communicate. Some people think it's kind of weird, like, why are you sending voice notes? I'm like, well, sometimes you want to hear the person's voice on the other side. So we've been doing that for quite some time, but it's not very often that we get to do this, like to get together, in one setting like this, especially not live, because we have not done a roundtable since what
3 years ago. 3 years
How
ago.
many?
3 years ago. It was
Wow.
3. Yeah.
Wow. So it's been 3 years since we've done this. So if that doesn't tell you all like how busy we are,
life be lifing.
Life
is lifing, all right.
Look. And y'all are gonna hear all about it. Seriously, y'all are gonna hear everything that we got to say, because we all have been through a lot over the course of our friendship. Like I said in the beginning, in the opening, we've shared like a lot of just moments together, and we're gonna open up about some of that tonight. First of all, I want to thank you guys for just really carving out the time to do this. Thank you so much, because I know the three of you are just busy grown men. Men, we ain't little boys. You feel me? We're not in high school. We don't stay with, we do our thing. We work. We got families. So to carve out the time to be able to do something like this is not exactly easy, because I know it's the weekend. And if you're like me, I don't like to do anything on the weekend. I like to just relax, chill. You know what I'm saying? Sit up in the bed and watch some Netflix, catch up on some video games, and because the week, who can agree that the week is that's the battlefield throughout the week?
That is exactly right.
Yep, that's what I would call it.
Absolutely. So we just, we're gonna take a little moment here. We ain't in no rush. I don't have anything to do later, and I don't have to get up super early. So y'all grab y'all's popcorn and something to drink, whether it's water, orange juice, an adult beverage, whatever it is you feel like you need to relax. So I'm gonna just go around the table here, and I'm just gonna ask you guys how y'all feeling, how's life treating you, and anything else you want to share. Flash, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the table.
Oh, why not? Okay, we out here. I am doing great for a Sunday.
Hey.
Like Future say on that song with Drake, life is good. Except I have my fast food stuff on while I say that. But yeah, everything's all good though. I think I saw the music video. The Future had the the fast food back then. Life is good. You know what I mean? That's how I feel right now.
Right.
Yeah, so it's all good neighborhood. How about you guys though?
All good over this way, man. I don't really have no complaints. No complaints at all, my man. It's just, I can't really complain.
Yeah, same.
Won't do us no good. Just
not at all.
That, man, because no one's listening, but I'm listening though. So I got y'all.
And that's one thing I will say. Like when it really comes down to it, like these three guys here have always been there. like if I'm feeling down, like if I really, really need, somebody to confide in and to talk to, because we can't just be vulnerable with anybody.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You probably got something to say about that too. We can't
Man,
good. Can't just be vulnerable with anybody. We just can't talk to anybody.
Nope.
But it's good that we got each other. And I'm gonna just say
Absolutely.
it helps that y'all brothers too. I'm just gonna be honest.
facts.
All right, Bear, what's up, bro? Like, how's life treating you? How have you been? Anything new? The floor is yours.
I've been pretty good. Life has been somewhat like peaks and valleys, but nothing I can like really be like, oh my God, like I'm not stressed. Nothing really to complain about. Honestly, I think today was like the biggest eye opener of realizing how short time actually is, because now I'm looking at my son and this boy's about to be 4 years old. So it hits you like a ton of bricks sometimes, because you're just like, wow, like I really have a 4-year-old. So yeah, but I've been good. Getting ready to come back to streaming. Can't wait to do spicy spooky Saturdays, because I'm pretty sure y'all want me to go through some torture, and this is gonna be fun coming back and just enjoying streaming again.
Nice. Yeah, I myself have put my name back in the hat of streaming as far as like on Twitch goes. In the beginning of this year, I was talking to Crafty, and I told her, I said, man, like I felt like 2024. Well, the eye opener for me is the Twitch recap. I got, like we all get at the end of the year, and it said that I had only streamed 30 times. And I was like, 30 times? Really? And I know that some of those streams were like duds. Like I might have tried to go live, like especially when we went to what is it? Austin.
DreamCon.
The DreamCon. Like there were some times I would try to go live on my own phone, and it wouldn't work. So
I did not know that. I thought the whole time you was live down there.
no. I mean, sometimes the connections would drop, and I was like, well, that probably counted as like a part of the 30 streams. So really, in reality, it was probably around 20 something. And I just struck. I was like, man, like that's all. Like, wow. Recaps are necessary, man, because you don't think about that type of stuff throughout the year until you receive something like that. What's going on? Fat GG in the house, and Jay Sosa, welcome on in. YouTube and Twitch representing. Before I go any further, if you're on YouTube, be sure to give the stream a like. I am pushing for YouTube partner over on YouTube, getting very, very, very close. Very close. I'll talk more about that as the stream progresses. But yeah, that recap was an eye opener for me, and I was like, I'm not happy about that. I'm not at all. So I said in 2025, I am going to push as hard as I possibly can with content creation on all fronts. It don't matter what it is, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whenever I have the time to do it. That's just what I want to do. So I definitely feel you on that, Bear.
Mm-hmm.
That sentiment of you just coming back to streaming and having fun.
Yeah.
And what about you, Bearded? I feel like I see you every day, talk to you all the time, but it's always still an amazing opportunity to sit up here with you and share the stage. Mimi C, thank you for the like and the subscription. I appreciate you.
Man, I'm like Flash. Life is good, bro. I mean, honestly, just streaming, being a husband, and being in a new career. So, I mean, I can't really say too much else about it. Just life is good, life is grand. Just out here grinding.
Nice. Okay, so it seems like everybody is in a good headspace. and none of us have anything to complain about. That's a blessing. Thank God for that. There are some people that have not crossed over into 2025, and there are some people that didn't get to see the next day. Speaking of the events that happened in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So, this world, I can sit up here all night and talk about how crazy this world is. We're 12 freaking days into this year, and the world, no pun intended, is on fire.
We at the end now, man.
Like,
Yeah.
man, listen.
We're at the end of it now. That's
Right.
what it is.
Prayers
Right.
to Cali.
Look.
Yeah, never praise up. Praise up to Cali.
Please, I pray for them people every day. Like every day. Like real talk. Like my heart is like heavy for those people in California.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about the state or Hollywood or whatever the case may be, these are like living, breathing people with souls.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them have just lost everything.
Right.
So I just couldn't imagine being in that position. I've never lost everything. I've lost things. I've been in some situations, but never nothing like that.
Right. Yeah. That's why you always got to be thankful what you got.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the first time we did this podcast, this round table was 2021. And that was a very eventful night. I remember like it was yesterday. We all dressed up.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. We
all went corporate that day.
We went corporate. I had a glass of wine. It was like, but that just goes to show you like how much it meant to us.
Yeah.
You dress up for things that are important. You know what I'm saying? You dress up for things that you want to look your best for. And people can say what they want. Oh, it's just a stream. I'm like, no, it's an event. And people are watching. It's an event, and I'm of the firm belief, like you, when people see you, there's always going to be an impression.
100%.
We're not dressed up right now, but that doesn't matter. This is me and Beard talked about this. I said we're not doing that whole casual thing again. We're just gonna be. It's a whole nother vibe tonight, just chilling, relaxing, and But yeah, here we are once again. So, let me ask y'all a question. That this has nothing to do with some of the things in which we talking points that we have already set up, but if y'all could like sum up 2024 in one word or maybe a couple words, what would it be? So let me start with you, Bear.
A test of my will. I'll say that. It was definitely a test of my will. Walking into 2024, going through a breakup was tough. Especially since, that breakup was like it was important. It was one of those ones where I knew like things would be different. And getting to a point where like I just stayed to myself. Like I got rid of social media. Like all the social media that I had is gone. Like all I have left is Twitter. So going through that, trying to heal through that, phase of my life, and then opening myself up again to trying, and then like to have similar trauma be unleashed upon me. Yeah, that was a lot. So I was like back to back, feeling like I kind of failed, but the second one, as bad as it was, I was actually very proud of myself because I made a boundary and I stood on it. And it just made me comfortable with letting people know what my boundaries are. And if you choose to violate them, then I don't have to have you in my space. So now, I'm a lot more strict when it comes to opening myself up because, as you said earlier, vulnerability is very important, especially amongst men. And I think that's something that the world doesn't get. They don't. And I wish that people would make more safe spaces for men, because the more safe spaces we have, the more men don't want to give up, and the more men want to be alive and they want to live. So I think that that's the best way to sum up 2024 was a test of my will, because those 2 moments were very hard on me. Now I will say I didn't let it change me into a cold person, but I do a lot more staying to myself now. I will say that. But I made it through, God definitely it was definitely 2 sets of footprints in the sand, and then it came down to 1, because at one point I definitely called on him to carry me, and he definitely carried me. And not only did he carry me, but he made me stronger. So here I am in 2025, much better.
Gotcha. Capri Boy, welcome on in. Welcome to the podcast. Hopefully you're doing great. I can say, just by, because like I said, it's gonna be a lengthy episode here. But I can just say, just from observing your life last year, that you definitely took some hits, from some places that you felt were safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as a man, that's hard. That's tough right there. Just letting your walls down, not once but twice, only to kind of receive the same type of or relatable issue that recur again.
Mm-hmm.
That can close a person down like completely, and can turn a man into, as they say, no good, or a dog, or whatever the case may be. But not all of us are the same, and some of us respond to trauma differently than others. Not all of us like to go out and get revenge. Not all of us like to hurt people, but sometimes we shut down. And we just like, you know what? I just want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't care about nobody. Not in this moment. Don't take it personal. But all of us, like I said, just carry our burdens a little bit different than others. Beard, how about you? How would you sum up 2024?
For me, definitely a blessing, man. Just celebrated 1 year of marriage back in June.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And then, God blessed me with a new career.
Yeah.
I had been in a car for everybody that don't know, I used to be a car salesman for about, you might well say 10 years. I was at one spot for like 7, and then I kind of took a small break and came back for another 2. So you might well just say like 9.5. Let's say 9.5. But during that entire time, I was in grad school getting my master's in healthcare administration. And at that point, once I got my degree in 2019, I was like, that's where I need to be. That's where I want to be. Just kept praying to God. He's like, if this your will, let this be the career that you want me to be in. And it took about 5 years, to be quite honest. It took me 5 years, but I finally got into the career that I wanted to be in, and I hadn't looked back since. And it's just been an amazing blessing, personal and content wise. But we'll get into the content part later.
So you just made an interesting statement. You said that you were nearly in the car business for almost 10 years. I'm assuming you rounded that off. And it took 5 years to get where it is you are. Now, a lot of times we pray for things and we want things to happen in a certain time, but a lot of times we have to go through, some hurdles and some valleys and things of that nature until it happens. Do you think that by you being in that position, like in the car industry for for 10 years, and it took 5 years to get where you are, do you think by you being in that position helped you at all in the industry that you're in? Like, do you think you picked up some attributes that you didn't have previously?
Yeah. I would say yes, because being in sales, it's a dog eat dog world. You got to go out there and get it. It's just not gonna come to you. You know, so for me, it was more the hustle and the grind that I learned in the car business. Because I mean, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to sales, personality is everything. So I wasn't too worried about the personality part. I love to have fun with my customers. And I've been like that since I was a kid, honestly. I'm just one of those happy go lucky fun type guys. So for me, the hustle mentality of, all right, I got to do this to sell a car today. I got to do that to make this customer happy. I got to do this. I got to, just put myself out there.
Yeah.
And, I think all of that actually helped me get to where I want to be. Just on the simple standpoint of, what I do now is kind of analytical, and I gotta learn this stuff not necessarily on my own, but technically on my own. And then I get help from my colleagues. So I think the hustle mentality is really what helped me.
Awesome. That's what's up, man. I love to hear that the delay was not in vain, and there was actually some character traits that were developed that helped you within the field that you're in. That's what's up. All right, Flash, how about you? Sum up 2024. I did say one word, but we're actually like kind of giving summaries, but that's all good. The floor is yours. You knew that was gonna happen with us, man. It is what it is. Y'all might as well get ready.
Absolutely.
We're about to talk tonight, folks.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
Carlos.
2024. I'll definitely. What's going on, Carlos, bro? And what's going on, Mr. Hines? I think
Mr.
it's somebody
Hines,
else.
welcome in.
Yeah. I'd definitely say my 2024 should have been a comic book, like multiple series of what I've been through for 2024. Of course, I know I lost my pops this year, so that was like I call that series the Elvin era. That's because my old man was going to his end, and then of course going through that was just straight darkness. I say from March to like 4th of July that I was going through a lot from every aspect, from personal, from my career. I was stressed in everything. I had to deal with how I live without my pops. I can't call him like I want to, just to chat with him, just to have that one more conversation with him. But I would say I was blessed enough to play Tekken with him for the last time in February, which I was crazy. So we played Tekken 6 together for the last time. But I didn't think that would be the last time I played against him. And then I bowled with him for the last time too, like a week before he passed away too. So I mean, not to be people say that, but it just that was crazy. But I did promise myself, gentlemen, that for the rest of the year, we'll finish out strong, which goes to the 4th of July block party, which I was good. Then seeing you guys at DreamCon, so that was good. Then with the Six Flags was my other bro, so that was good. Then being with my family in September, then in October went out of the country and all that. So it went from darkness to light. Like I said, multiple series like a comic book. Like one series was Silver Era, next one, Life Without Pops. Then the other one is Continue My Way, and then now I'm in the last segment of From Darkness to Light. So I'm in the light now, though. So I'm finally getting to that point. Cause yeah, that's all I gotta say is Jesus. Cause yeah, man, like it was crazy. I don't wish out no one to lose someone that they love and they truly care about, because that's something that it will never go away. And I thank the brothers for that, because especially Bear, he was telling me all the time too, like it won't go away. It's just how you imagine it better. It's like eventually the box will get bigger and bigger, like you can imagine it better. So I've been doing that, man. So right now I'm in the light stage. So now I'm in the light saga. So that's the saga right now. I'm in that saga right now.
I hear you, man. I hear you. A couple of things, man. I think it's really unique that you got to play Tekken. Actually, your father was the one that got you into Tekken, right?
Yeah, he was the one that got into fighting games. Like we first played Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, and then when I first got into Tekken, he whooped someone's butt in the arcade cabinet, because if y'all remember, there wasn't a win streak, there were fruits on the bottom left. So he he came on the stick and he beat him. He started laughing. Trademark laugh, make that dude feel some type of way. And ever since, I got to take it ever since. That was funny. That was back in '96. That's dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I know I've told you this several times, like we all have, condolences to you and your family, of course.
Yeah, man. Condolences.
From Samson, I'm gonna call him Mr. Samson,
Yeah.
son of Samson, right here.
Yeah, son of Samson. We got him.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I share. What's up, Divine?
What's up, Divine?
I share the same sentiment as Bear, as far as like saying it doesn't go away. You just kind of learn to live with it. Because I know for me, I've experienced a lot of loss, like a lot of losses in my life, and I just got to this point in my life where I'm okay with mentioning some of those losses. Some of them I didn't mind, and there were others I didn't really like to talk about up until like maybe like the last couple of years or something like that. I lost my first child back in 2005, and Flash, that was a conversation we had face to face. I hadn't even said anything to anybody. A lot of people don't know about that, but I'm kind of okay with talking about it now because it still hurts, but it doesn't. I don't feel incapacitated talking about it. Like I can openly talk about it because I know somebody out there probably is in this position now to where they lost a child or something like that, and they don't really know how they're going to get through it or whether they're going to get through it. But I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can get through something like that. And of course, I lost my grandparents, both of them, 2004 and 2020. My stepfather, 2020. My mentor, 2020. Like 2020 was a year of just loss, not just for me, but for a lot of us. Like just mentally, I've been hit so many times over the course of my life that I should probably be on prescription medication now. I should probably be on watch right now. All of the pain and the losses in which I've endured in my life. But talking to me and being in my presence, you wouldn't know. You would never know because I don't show it, and it doesn't affect me as negatively as I thought it would while it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like God is good. Real good with bringing peace and bringing comfort and all of that good stuff to our lives. Preparing us for those valley moments. I'll say, you got hills and you got valleys in life. You got the moments where you up here, you're on that hill, and you feel that this is when you start saying, I'm blessed. Oh, I feel amazing. I'm good. I got money in my pocket. Everything's good. Gas in the tank. I'm just feeling good. And then you got those valley moments where you just feel like everything is just closing in on you and nothing's going good. Nobody ever has anything to say that's positive and uplifting. And it's just, screw everybody. I'm just going to sit over here in this corner until the sun comes out. So I've had those moments before, but I've learned, Bear, this is what you always told me whenever I ever came to you. It's okay to feel that way, but don't stay there.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Don't stay there. But so yeah, I feel you, Flash. So for me, 2024 was an interesting year, and I was talking to the wife about this. We've been talking about it over the last couple of days, but we really talked about it a lot yesterday. So I don't want to like talk a lot about like money, but I don't mind talking about money. But I know that last year was a challenge. Business was not as good as it was previously. I get it. The economy changes and things were happening, and it was rough. It's been rough for everybody over the last couple of years. We've all had to like make sacrifices. We've all had to drop things and change things just to survive. Because the fact is, a lot of us are just surviving right now. Like very few people are thriving. That's where I want to be. And that's the direction I'm headed in this year. So last year, you know, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. Previous years were much better, especially 2022. We were just talking about that yesterday and today. That was a phenomenal year for business, like probably the best year of my life, being in my career field. There were some things I was doing that was kind of contributing to that as well that I stopped doing. But it wasn't a bad year. 2024 was a very interesting year. So for me, I literally learned to just let down my walls, down, and was intentional about trying to like build meaningful relationships, you know, and because that's grown men, it's hard to do because we always think people are after us. We think somebody's trying to use us. You know, why are you trying to get close to me? What do you want from me? Type of mindset. And I put all that to the side and ended up befriending a great guy who I go to church with actually, and we met this month will be a year. We met last January, and you know we hooked up and we got a lot in common. And he introduced me to his family, his wife, kids, and he knows my wife, he knows my kids, and we've just grown into this friendship that he never had before because he's from Miami and originally born in Colombia. So he had a really rough upbringing, Didn't know his father because his mother was a victim. I gotta be careful what I say. She was a victim of SA. So just go ahead and put those two together. And you know, his mom made the decision to keep him. And you know, she was troubled herself, so she really couldn't take care of him properly. So he ended up being raised by his grandmother. And then the grandmother ended up moving to Miami so that he can have a better life. And he ended up just turning out being a really stand-up guy. And I say that because he has taught me a lot this year. He doesn't realize that, but he's taught me a lot when it comes to expanding like my intellect and challenging me. Like nobody's ever really challenged me before, like challenging me in the aspect of like reading more specific books to expand my knowledge, because he had something that I wanted, which was the ability to tap into the importance of personal development. And this goes along with what the four of us always talk about, like self-care and things like that. So I was like, dang, man, I'm really neglecting that part of myself. And he was just real big on that. So I took those attributes and just applied it to my life in all aspects. And it's helped me out a lot in 2024. And I had already made up in my mind. I said, I'm going into 2025 with a completely different mindset than I did last year. And I'm going to do the things that I really want to do. And the word that I've been using all last year has been intentional, just being intentional about doing exactly what I want to do. Not just saying it, but like putting it on the schedule, telling people about it, hold me accountable to make sure I do it. Because every time I've ever kept something to myself and I don't tell nobody, it doesn't get done. And then I feel bad about it later and I start having regrets. And then we go through this vicious cycle of me not progressing in life. And I'm not having it, you know, no more. Like this year, like I'm not gonna sound like some people are, this is my year, you know, my year. I'm not gonna do all that, but it's gonna be a darn good year. And I feel like it's gonna be a good year for a lot of people. I feel like it's gonna be a good year for a lot of for you guys. You know, we got projects on the horizon that y'all don't know about, and a lot of things coming content creation wise. And I just hope that y'all ready, man. Like it's because it's gonna be a heck of a year.
Because it's about to go down.
Yes.
I'm trying to sound like Bear.
Get that Barry White.
No, I'm trying to sound like Bear Project over there with that deep mic voice and everything.
Yeah, it's the Bear Project radio voice.
That's what I was
say. Radio.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember those streams like in the morning time of you doing Bear Project Radio.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed.
That was some good memories right there.
It was. And that's like that's another. I guess that's a question I wanted to ask y'all. What are some of your favorite streaming moments?
Favorite streaming moments. Oh, let me think. Man, I've had like so many great moments. Let me see.
And what are some of your favorites of each other? Because
Okay.
Flash, I got one. The one I always go to.
Don't you dare do that. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Don't do it. I got PTSD because of that crap.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm about to say I'll say my favorite streaming moment is I got PTSD for this too. So I was playing Visage.
Oh gosh.
And when people were messing with me with the sound, and I was playing in the dark too. So I'm like, great. There's that Lucy chapter. That right there alone.
Yeah.
You can pick any moment. It was just I played that game once, I never touched it again. I'll leave it at that. With that
Carlos, you petty
That's
for
how
that.
I feel about it. I don't want no part of that.
Oh yeah, but D fell off. That's actually my favorite one. That was favorite for me.
Bruh.
That was my favorite one for D.
Oh
D was
my
like,
god.
Oh no.
When that man fell out the chair, I was like, yep, clip it.
That's it.
Clip that. Gotta get that one.
Have mercy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He damn
What's
near
up,
killed
Black
himself
Cup?
on the chair, man.
Welcome back up on the
Yeah, that was
He gonna kill himself on the chair, man.
You almost broke my neck, man.
Black up, you walked into chaos. That's what you walked into, sir.
I think for me, I think it was more so the fact of like D like low key kind of raging because I know like ghouls and goblins kind of he had a rage moment before that.
Look at his face.
So I'm like,
he like
wait a minute.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, this game is making him mad. I'm like, oh, so this is really happening. And then he raged again, and all I saw was the chair start floating backwards. I was like, oh no. I was like, I hope bro like do a dive off the chair, do something. Nope.
This is why you don't
right back with it.
Cheap out on your chairs, folks. Don't cheap out on your chairs.
He did the backflip, the moonsault.
Yo, hold on. Hey, on Twitch's side, what does the category say? Because she's telling me to change my category. Does it say just chatting?
Just chatting.
Okay, I thought so because I'm looking at it.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah, that was super. Yeah,
it's his fault.
Yeah,
this is the man that's responsible for this. Retro Nate, folks. Look
the
at
shenanigans.
Look at the cartoon man right there. He's the reason I fell out of the chair.
Those old games be cheating anyway, man. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but don't let that be a lesson. Is that don't buy cheap chairs. No, not when you a big guy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Boy, if you would have broke that chair, I probably would have lost it for real then.
Listen, my stomach was hurting. Like, it felt like my ribs was about to break because I was laughing so hard. Like I said, it wasn't even him falling. It was like the rage before the fall. And then like for me, it happened in slow-mo. Like you could see the chair go back and it was like, ooh. And I was like, uh-oh, here it goes. And then boop, hit the ground. I was like, and then I think his boys and the wifey was like, what? I was like, oh no.
They just heard a crash and just came in. Did you fall out of the chair?
Yeah, that was Flash. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Go ahead, you got it.
My man was playing NBA Jam. That's he got up and was like, yo, I'm done. I can't do this no more. I'm out. I'm out of here. Like, this is crazy.
Full court underhand.
Yep.
Nothing but I'm like, wow,
bro. Bearded.
That's funny.
I think I might have to clip. Like a lot of some of my favorite moments of y'all is like when y'all either make a oopsie or y'all get scared half to death. I can't remember what game Bearded was playing, but it's actually in a clip that I actually created. And Bearded just like had all his energy, and then all of a sudden it was like, heard a door creak, went right back to quiet. I was like, oh, okay. You all right there?
That was Massage. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dolores chapter.
Yeah, Massage we getting everybody.
Cause I remember I was singing while I was walking down the stairs, and then I saw her, and then it was like,
Oh man.
That game was man. I'm convinced, bro.
My favorite of myself. Oh. Probably the one I was dying laughing because Quinka wanted to play the Titanic flute because I was eating a hot wing. Or
Oh gosh.
when I eat them the three scorpion peppers on stream.
I still don't understand how you did it, man. That's crazy.
I don't know how you. Yeah.
But or I'll give you a better one. When I did the one chip challenge and I sent it to the group chat.
That was the one.
Yep.
I was just about to say that one. I'm about to say that.
When I sent that to the group chat, the three of them was just like, something's wrong with this guy. He's a little off.
Yeah, something definitely was off, man.
We're gonna have to paint the picture for chat. So he sends us the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he eats the chip. He's chewing it. And he looks at the camera and he's like,
"Ooh."
What? Ooh.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, woo.
It's a little hot. It's a little hot.
Like, all right.
So, it's a little hot.
He's not in this world, man.
I don't know for me. Let me see. So Bear, one of my favorite, because this is more than one. Probably the first time I saw you, because the first time I seen you stream, you were playing Resident Evil 7
in the dark.
I'm talking about like everything was dark in the back.
Eyes and teeth.
I don't know if you had a hoodie on or something. I don't know. It was just black, man. I'm like, what's he doing, man? Like, I didn't know that, folks played in the dark like that. And I don't even know if I said anything.
No, I don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm.
But then I never will forget it. It has to be memorable because I remember where I was. I was leaving the gym. There's a particular gym I would go to out of town, not too far out of town. And I just pulled up Twitch, put it on my mount. Just because at that time, we were like extremely into Twitch, like watching streams all day.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing Metal Gear Solid 4.
Hey.
I remember the day. I remember like when I chatted with you and the street I turned on and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen anybody play this game to date. And that's pretty much where it started. Like the bond between me and you. That's probably the most memorable moment for me.
Yeah.
Flash has got to be that NBA Jam moment too. This man just,
I'm telling you,
he just lost it, man.
He
just
was frustrated.
Turned the chair, walked in the back, yelled.
He was perturbed.
Very.
I did everything
Bro.
right. I don't understand. I did everything right.
If you were light skinned, you would have been red.
Tomato
red.
red.
I would have been red as ever because that was ridiculous. I'm like,
yeah, that
wow.
That was tough. But I also like the fact that it's not really a moment, but it's just something that I like in your streams. Because we know that you're heavy in the Tekken, and you have some of the sound effects, sound alerts, and stuff like that, or channel points, I'll say, that we can redeem. And it was the one that says in Tekken 3 when the sound says chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah,
I was like, I bet nobody know what that is or where that's from.
That's that Tekken voice, man.
Oh, soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's Tekken 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's that joint, man.
Yeah. Bearded, it was a time that you were playing VR and you were playing Creed. Oh my gosh. I I told every time me and my clients talk about like VR or something like that, I bring that up with you. You know, we talk about exercising and stuff. This dude was boxing, sweating, breathing heavy. You're like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I'm just sitting there cracking up. I was like, man, like some of your funniest streams are like the VRs, like you played Paranormal Activity, which you didn't seem to be afraid of that. But yeah, there's so many moments, but that one right there comes to mind. For me, there's quite a few. I gotta say, the first time I dressed up as Kratos,
oh yeah,
was my favorite moment.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Did Kratos a couple of times. That first time, the response that I got from it, I was overwhelmed. They were like, oh my gosh, like you really do look like Kratos. Like, wow. So it was a great moment. It was a great time. And like I said, I could have named other times, like when I may have got like a monster raid or something like that. But that right there for me was my favorite moment. That Kratos stream.
Yeah.
My favorite moment. Queen Shar says drink something. I had to look on Twitch side to see that.
Yeah, I'm about to say I just took me a sip.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Oh, I mean, we weren't prepared for this. Don't worry. I just happened to have a bottle of water beside me.
Poof, popped up.
Like, look at God.
I know, right? Look at
also, I like how we did the whole push up and get up challenge.
Oh yeah,
that was good.
That was crazy too.
Oh yeah,
that was really good.
That, I mean, so many people were like following suit.
They were.
They were a good 10
they really were.
They were a good 10 plus doing that at the moment.
Yeah, they were recording themselves do it. Like, I mean, we talk about this all the time, but we make an impact on people. We do, and people feel it when we're here, and people feel it when we're not as well, you know. And that was just a moment right there where we just had random streamers doing push-ups and taking video of it and sharing it on Twitter and stuff. Like, that's the type of stuff I want to get back to this year, like seriously. And I say that because, and it's not to sound morbid, but I talk like this all the time. Like, we just don't know how much time we got. You know, like we need to make the best of this time, make the absolute best, like make the best impact that you can on people, have as much fun as you possibly can, do what you can for other people so that you can say that you live a fulfilled life. Like some people just, they attach success, monetary success with just overall success. Well, I got $1 million in the bank. I got 10 million in the bank. Okay, well, it's a lot of people with that much money that's not happy.
They still
and they don't do it, and they don't do nothing for nobody.
Nope.
Just try to see how much they can accumulate, and then they get to the end of their life and they're like, gosh, man, I didn't do anything. Like, I just got this money.
Can't take none of it with you.
Can't take nothing with you. But what you can do is that make them impacts on people, help, you know, people out, you know, in whatever way you can, because they take that into the future and then they remember what you did for them and they can help somebody else. Or
that's how it should be, though, dude.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Or, you know, just be a positive individual that people can aspire to be like. And then maybe people get tired of looking at themselves in the mirror, be like, you know what, I like the way that Flash Carter carries himself. I like the way that Bear Project carries himself. I like how Bearded Legend carries himself. You know, I like how Nick Shelby carries himself. Like, that inspires me to do better, to be better. Like, I've gotten private messages from people who have said that to me. People who have been in this chat tonight. Who have said that to me.
Same here.
You know, that means something. What's up, Hawk Out? Good to see you, brother.
Big shout out to Hawk Out, Top Golf. We out here.
Yeah. And Hawk Out, that's another brother right there that we got to meet personally. So, I mean, streamer moments, it can go beyond streaming. Like our friendship I've walked away from this a few times, okay, completely, and that never changed our friendship.
Mhm.
Barry, you walked away for what, 2-3 years?
3 years.
3 years. 3 years, but we didn't go 3 years without speaking.
Right.
Mhm.
Flash,
That's very true.
you walked
Now-
away.
Now I
Right,
will
yeah,
say I
like
did get
yeah,
yelled
so-
at. I got yelled at when I did the pop-up stream, but that's
yelled-
different.
Who yelled at you?
Yeah, you didn't tell nobody. He just popped up and didn't say nothing.
Oh, that's what's up though.
Something like that.
Somebody said, "Who yelled at you?" That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody. And, Flash, you took your time of leave.
Yeah.
You've gone back and forth with it, but we always told you we support whatever you want to do.
100%.
You want to be here? Awesome. We here. If you don't want to, okay, cool. Let's
Yeah.
It is what it is.
let's link up in the summertime.
Right.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do. And Bearded, I can't even say that about you, because you this man right here is, I call him Mr. Consistent. He doesn't stop. That's one thing I do admire about him. I tell him this all the time. Like you stream when you're tired. You stream when you don't feel like streaming. You just you do your charity streams and you do events and that you attend in person. You are a supporter. You try to get yourself involved with different things going on in the streaming world. Like I said, the three of us, we've like kind of said, screw it. We're gonna do what we want to do. Come back when I want to come back. But you've taken your hiatus here and there, but for the most part, you've stayed on top of it. But regardless of where we've been with our journeys, it doesn't stop. Like, our friendship is seriously real.
Mhm.
A lot of us have met people through this journey, and to be honest, hold on, let me switch it up. Hold on, Beardy, did you give us your favorite moments or no?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, I won't switch shit. The fact that we've all been doing this equally around the same amount of time,
Mhm.
and we've met people throughout that time period, like some of those people we thought we were cool with, and didn't turn out to be that way.
Right.
But that that didn't
Yeah.
happen. That didn't happen with us.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Beard.
So for D, I got two of them. So one would be the time he ate the bean
Oh
boozled.
no, the
He ate
beans.
the bean boozles.
He was not feeling
Man,
that.
The funny part about the whole thing was he didn't have one of the beans that were that bad. And the look on his
How you
face.
know it wasn't bad? To me, it
I
was.
say he was not feeling it. He was
Taste
not
buds ain't the same, buddy.
His face was so priceless. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
And then the second one is the way me and Bear troll you every time you play a scary game.
Oh yeah. I'm saving up points. Cut them lights off.
I did the same thing.
Just
Sure,
for y'all
right.
in the chat.
Cut him off.
Just
Right.
for y'all in the chat. Anytime D plays a scary game, he has a channel redemption that says lights off.
Turn 'em off.
I think it's like 1,000 or something like that.
Nah, it's
That joint
10
like
racks.
10K.
Oh,
It's
God,
10 racks.
10K? That's
10K.
crazy.
You gotta be around
You
for
must
how
check-
many to pay for
I got
that.
20K worth of shenanigans over here.
Oh, sure, I'm with you on that.
We got
I'm telling
racks
you.
on racks on racks on his channel. Bro, you got how much?
20K.
Bro, I could do 80 of them suckers.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I got
Rack 'em
80
up.
folks.
Don't even, leave them spooky games alone.
Don't worry, y'all already know what time it is this year. I mean, it's 2025. We retroing out, but that doesn't mean that I won't play a horror game on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3
them
or something
off.
like that. So
Listen,
that Resident Evil 7 is got some good scares. Yeah, it does. It does, Hawk.
For Flash, it has to be anytime he plays a scary game. Because I would be in my room watching him on my phone. And he'll yell so loud that my wife would hear him in the other room.
Y'all know that's the struggle.
He got that loud
Boy.
voice, man. He just
Y'all just
Mhm.
don't know. He be killing me with, watching him.
it's funny. It's hilarious.
Bear. I don't know. Oh, I do. Retro Palooza.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
one of
got
my
me
favorite
going
moments.
with that one. I was drunk too. Oh no.
That's
My
one of
boy
his favorite
was
moments.
talking Daffy Duck over there.
I was drunk. Oh, woo, good grief.
Feeling good.
And I played Streets of Rage too. That was
Yep.
it was incredible, by
That
the
was
way.
truly
Oh,
one
my
of the most happiest times I seen you on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
He was having an awesome time.
Definitely made cry.
What's up, Demon Fox? Welcome in, man.
What's up, for me, I would probably say anytime. Well, this past year when I played Madison in VR, like
Oh yeah. That was
That
good.
one was
I
crazy,
literally
too.
it caught
That
me.
was
It caught
crazy.
and y'all know like I play horror games and it don't get me that much, but like that one was messed up. Because at one point I had to run away from somebody and I literally turned around like I was
And it was
actually
right there.
dude and about hit my wall. I almost went into my wall.
Stop. Oh my God.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Man.
But I would honestly, most of my favorite moments come from my charity streams. Cause like,
Yeah.
especially now that I've changed up everything, like these folks got me eating bugs live
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Nothing like some nacho cheese crickets.
Ugh.
Boy.
I take the beans, man.
and that's all that people had. So it was between the beans, the bugs, and the baby food. That's what everybody wanted me to do. They didn't care about nothing else. They didn't care about getting put on the wall of fame. They didn't care about none of that. They didn't care about the cosplays. They just want to see these bugs.
Baby food.
Why do people want to see people suffer? That's my question. Like, what's wrong, man? Like, what's up with that?
They're not all here, man.
You know, they got it's up here, man. It's that mental. It's that mental. It's the mental.
Yeah.
I don't even want to admit this, but I'm gonna say it. So that time I played Madison, that's about the closest y'all ever gonna get to me almost getting scared.
He had a couple of whoa moments.
Yeah, I had a couple of whoa moments, but it was one I was like,
yeah.
I hope they see that.
we got to.
Yeah, take a breath. Like what?
I was like, I hope ain't nobody see that.
I don't think it's gonna be fear with you. I think it's gonna be frustration. We need to get you to play something that's really gonna like just test you.
Nate did that with that first Retro Palooza when I had to play that stupid Ninja Gaiden.
Yep.
That game irritated my soul.
Not playing that game.
I was gonna say it was gonna be between that one or when he did God of War on Ultimate Hard.
Oh yeah, don't give me God of War, yeah.
Because he was getting clapped.
I definitely was. Yeah, I was getting whooped.
Hawk says he enjoys. He says it's satisfying to watch people suffer.
All right, Hawk, I better see you on
Jigsaw.
I better see you at when Spicy Spooky Saturdays start.
Sadistic.
Yeah. Look. And I still got to do one of my challenges from the last charity. So I got to find out what I'm going to do it.
All right. So great vibes so far, folks. Y'all enjoying this? You know, we definitely appreciate y'all for being here. We're like an hour into this. I feel like we're just warming up, to be honest with you. If you're on YouTube, do me a big favor and hit that like button for me. It'll help me out so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you are here on Twitch, just sit back, enjoy the vibes. If you want to follow the channel, go right ahead and do that. Just to reiterate, my guests here at the bottom of the screen here, Screen names for each and every one of these gentlemen. Bearded Legend Gaming down below me, to my right, the Bear Project, and down here in the right corner is my man Flash Carter. Be sure to follow them. Maybe one of my mods can help me out and get their links in the chat. That would be amazing, so that you guys can show them some love and show them some support. I really appreciate y'all who are here right now. We got a pretty decent crowd.
Yes.
It really, really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to us. Let's go ahead and get into the next talking point here. What are some things that you have learned during your streaming experience? So, well, let's go with you, Flash. How about you? What have you learned on your journey?
What I learned on my journey is from actually bearded, because I haven't been consistent enough. That's my issue was. So when I do decide to get back into 100%, I'll definitely be more consistent. That's how I get traction. Last time when I actually took it serious and actually streaming a lot, that's how I was able to grow on my channel and my other social platforms. So that's what I definitely learned. Consistency and just following through would definitely help me out in the long run. If I don't be consistent at something, then I'll lose traction. So that's what I've definitely learned in the experience section. Try to keep it simple, straight to the point, because I have not streamed like that in 2024. You probably noticed that part. That I stream like that. But I've been looking at the background for everybody else. Like, okay, gotta take mental note. Gotta make sure I do this, do something different. Don't be the same old doing taking all the time and everything like that. I try to do something different, flavor up the channel too. So that's how I'm able to grow. That's the biggest thing with that too.
You had like I said, a trying year last year. So I mean, anybody who knows you personally understands, everything that you went through over the last couple of years.
Man, that's why I said it should be a comic book, bro. That's why I said it should be a straight comic book. But no, I've been thinking about it too, man. I've definitely been thinking about how to make a return, but you guys be on the lookout, because there are some future projects, as my man D would say. So just keep your eyes on the prize, because it's going to be very exciting times. That's for sure. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, y'all just wait till next month. That's all we're gonna say.
That's all we're gonna say about that.
That's all we're gonna say. It'll be interesting. Okay, Bear. How about you? What have you learned from your experience with streaming?
The biggest thing for me was with certain things, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And then it like Flash said, it doesn't hurt to try something different, shake things up a little bit. But always be authentically and unapologetically yourself. That's the biggest thing. Because when you try to be something that you're not, it shows in the stream, it shows in your work ethic, it shows in, it even leaks over into other aspects of your life. So, yeah, just stay true to yourself. And I felt like, 2024, as trying as it was, I felt like I kind of, well, I'm not gonna say kind of, I deviated from, a lot of the stuff that, I love doing, as far as like the Twitter Soul Spaces, which to this day, I have them recorded, and every now and then I would go back and listen, and just to hear what I was hearing and the impact that had. It motivated me to get back into that mental safe space again, to have that, because again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, there's not too many safe spaces for men in general. There's not too many safe spaces for people.
No, it's not.
A lot of people nowadays feel very alone. I can recall moments, in all of our streams where somebody popped in and, we got the chat, and it like knocked us off kilter a little bit. And we had to like stop chat to actually address them and just to see like not only were we being helpful, but the chat was joining in as well. So it's kind of like how you said, D, the impact that you make because it makes others want to follow suit. So that's been the biggest thing for me. Like, don't stray away from what people love you for. And I think that was the thing that people liked about me the most. The fact that I can go into those dark areas and talk about things that a lot of us won't. It's not that we can't. It's just that some of us don't have the voice until, you know, you got to look out. Oh, somebody else out here feel that way too?
Yeah.
Then you feel comfortable. Even if that means you got to be the first one to take the bullets, then you do that if that means other people feel comfortable enough to let their guard down. So that's been the biggest one for me. Don't be yourself. 100%.
Yeah. Spicy Potato says it's good to see Flash, to be honest.
Hey.
Thank you, Kylie. I don't want to cry. I'll have the onions here, but thank you.
Hey.
Ain't no onions, ain't got no tissue. Don't do that to him.
Yeah.
Okay, Beardy, how about you? What are some things that you've learned from your experience streaming?
Branch out. You know, when I first started on my journey, I was mainly on Facebook. Then I learned about multi-streaming. So then I started doing Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. And then I hit affiliate on Twitch and I never looked back. I stayed on Twitch, never went anywhere else. And, you know, I learned that putting your eggs all in one basket is not the way to do. It's really not the way to grow. You know, so now 2025 is a whole new bearded that you'll see. Another thing that I learned was not everybody ain't for you.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
you know, you may support one person and you know you're networking and things like that. And you know, it's almost like, okay, I've been networking with these people and I'm expecting that they come to my streams as well to, you know, support because I support them, and then they don't, and it's like, well, okay, well, you know, I just won't support that person no more. So I mean, I think that's a big thing that we all of us as content creators have in the back of our minds. Like, you know, we expect people to support us when we support them, and it's not the case at all. So, you know, just I say this all the time: expect the unexpected. Like, don't expect nothing. You know, it's like those times where you'll be streaming and you'll have maybe like 5 people in your stream, and next thing you know, you got hit with an 80 raid bomb. You know, 80 bomb raid, and it's like, oh, okay, well, cool. But like I said, don't expect nothing from other people. Just keep doing what you're doing. They'll find you one way or the other. So,
Right. That's really good sound advice, I'd say. I couldn't have said it better myself, so I'm not gonna repeat that because I feel exactly the same way. You know, the journey for streaming is different for everybody. But I know that for me, I learned a lot about myself doing this. I did. Like, I learned it. This helped me like speak more better, if that makes any sense. Like, it helped me my vocabulary, helped me get my thoughts out there. I always have so many thoughts. Like, some people wonder why my YouTube channel is called Thoughts to Reality and not Initial D. Like, no, my YouTube channel is like everything about me being manifested outwardly. All of the thoughts that are in my mind becoming reality. You know, because I think a lot. There's a lot of things that I think about. And I learned that about myself with streaming, because before streaming, I wasn't doing that at all. Like, I just, kept to myself, and that was it. Didn't really have a lot of people to talk to or anything like that. So it taught me an attribute about myself that I didn't realize that I had. And I also learned that is my greatest asset when it comes to streaming. It's not gaming. It's not. It's me. it's the talking points that I have, especially with my channel. I do initial key points. My podcast, where I bring on several people. All of you guys have been on my podcast several times, and many other streamers have been on my podcast before as well. And it seems like that's what people gravitate to. And people will let you know what they like. They'll let you know what they like whether they like your talking points, or do they really like your gameplay, or whatever the case may be. And you just kind of go with the flow. And that's what I learned. I've tried to do things and it didn't work for me. Then I would kind of go back to what did work, which is stuff like this. And lo and behold, like, this is my content. This is my niche, as they say. But it's a journey that I feel is constantly evolving. Just like you said, Bearded, not to put all your eggs in one basket. My time on Twitch, I was devoted to it. Honestly, like, I didn't do nothing else. And it really wasn't until like last year, because I've always had a YouTube channel, but I never really like hit the gas on it like I did last year. And when I did that, I'm like, holy crap, man, like, this is actually working for me. So it made me draw my attention in that direction and start doing that more than this, which is why a lot of you didn't see me on Twitch like that. Not saying I can't do the same thing over here on Twitch, but I'm only one person, and content creation, and I'm going to say what Retro Nate here said here in a minute. I can only do so much. I only have so much time. I got 3 kids. And that's something that a lot of people don't consider that watch our channels. Like, hey, I know that we're on a screen. I know that we're playing a video game. I know you see these pretty lights and Knuckles and Sonic over here. And, this is what we do to, like, decompress and chill and relax. But outside of this, we got the work. We have issues we got to deal with. We got kids we got to raise, relationships we got to maintain. Some of us are juggling things that you don't even know about. Like, Flash, you got a lot on your shoulders for what you do. You know what I'm saying? Bear, this man right here don't know when to sit his butt down. He work all the time. 12-hour shifts, got a son that's growing up fast. I remember I remember seeing him in the womb, and then he was here, and now he's like this little handsome prince that's gonna give you some problems in the future, bro.
Yeah.
Mr. Steel Girl.
Right. And then
I just want to say that.
and then you, Bearded, like I said, you're married. You just celebrated your first year of marriage. You've changed your careers. You're trying to make some big moves for you and your wife this year. And I'm doing the same thing. I only got so much time. I got a son that's about to graduate high school this year. Graduating high school, and we're just, we're talking about what's the plan? What are we gonna do afterwards? And, it's a lot. So I can't be everywhere at once. I can't be going to like 20 streams a day. I can't do that. And unfortunately, in the world of Twitch, I'll say, because I don't do that on YouTube at all. Nate will tell you that's not how YouTube works. You don't have to do that on YouTube. But on this platform, on Twitch, I'm gonna say on this platform because we're on both. But on Twitch, unfortunately, a lot of people think that, you come to my stream, I'll go to your stream. And we all kind of fell into that little trap for a little bit and realized how hard it was and how much time it took. And we said, screw this. And when you do, you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it, man. You absolutely feel it. Let me read this comment from Nate. Nate said, I know that there are successful people on Twitch, but I truly have no idea how it happens. That platform has zero algorithmic power, so you have to be online constantly making connections and can't do it with a full-time job.
This is very true. That's why I
You
responded.
you can't.
Very true. It's very true.
You
And I
can't
think,
do it.
I think that's why a lot of people are going full-time content creator now.
I respect it though if they do it. I respect
Yeah.
it do full time, but the only thing I say to everybody is make sure you have some type of income coming in. Because what if you have a slow month?
Yeah.
You can still maintain and take care of your family. But I ain't gonna tell you how to live your life. But that's always been a concern of mine when someone say they will do full time. Say, I mean, as long as you got some income coming in, you know, say more power to you.
Well, I've seen streamers who went. I know some that you know they would announce it and say, "I'm going full time," and you know everybody's like, "Yeah, that's what's up." And then before you know it, after a couple of months, they're like, "I gotta go back to work." I was like, "Shit." I was like, "Yeah." I don't say anything. I just sit there. I'm like, because your livelihood is depending on other people. So you better hope that the people that support you don't lose their job or have some sort of financial crisis.
Or lose interest. Or lose interest watching altogether.
Yeah. Lose interest because you decided to change the tune of your content. Like a lot of people, some people do, but then there's other content creators that don't because they're scared that they'll lose that audience.
Yep.
Because you guys know during the pandemic, everybody and their mama can tune in because it's nothing to really do. But now
everybody was in the house.
But now pretty much everybody's outside. So I'm like, why I gotta be on the computer all day? I can just go outside and do something else. So because a lot of people that I used to know they're real cool that stream, they don't even stream anymore. Which I get it. I 100% get it. Like, man, that was just a phase. I'm going outside. So that's why I be concerned when people say they do full time. That's what you would not catch me doing full time. If I say, hey, I'm doing full time, slap it. like ASAP, because that's crazy. Unless I can't think of the guy's name, but I want to say his name Kai, right? Kai. Unless you're him, unless you're him, I wouldn't advise it. Because he got everybody and mama in his stream, which is cool. But I was saying, if you want to do full time, have something at that magnitude. Because if you don't, then
good luck.
You know what I'm saying? I hate to say
100%.
but it is what it is. But it is what it is. That's why I agree with Richard Nate what he said though. Because Twitch, I hate to say it, you gotta have a brown nose if you're gonna be successful at Twitch. You have to. You got kids, but 24/7. You just have to. Even if they do something to piss you off, you still have to be like, okay. And smile. I ain't talking about bravery saying, okay, that's a game. That's not the point. But the point is that if you don't do all that and stay online 24/7, you're not going to get a partner like that. And then if you do, they ain't going to watch you like that no more. I've seen people who have partner and they lost their views like that. Not again, like 30 or 40 views and that's it. So you got to take that with a grain of salt if you decide to. I'm just saying.
I see that often. I see that a lot. It seems like ideally, if you are like young, I don't know, maybe between like 17 to 25 years old, you probably stand a better chance at being successful on this platform because you probably still stay with your parents, don't have a lot of responsibilities, probably don't have any kids. Or working, or maybe you work part-time. I don't know. But I just think that the older that we get, it's much harder for us because a lot of us are established already in life. We have priorities and obligations, and streaming was just one of those things that we just kind of adopted a long time as time came on. Because I know that 2020 and 21, if it was ever a time to jump into this game, it was that time right there. That was the sweet spot right there. Because even though it's a lot of people on this platform, a lot of people have left the platform over the last couple of years.
Exactly.
everybody's back to work again. People have discovered that this just isn't for them. And like you said, like I said earlier, I know people who tried to do this full time and it just wasn't what they thought. Like, no, like unless you're Kai or Ninja or all these, the string of obvious names that we know, you better be working or doing something else too, man. Because you can do it full time, but you better have a job or something to fall back on.
Have a plan B.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know where y'all live at, but I'm in Florida, and it's not cheap down here.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Bologna, Illinois, I forget. So
yeah. Let me see. Hold it. Thank you so much, first time chatter. GI 2023 says, gotta take streaming with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
Yes, you do. You can do it. Have fun with it, but I do not trust it to take care of me and my family. No way.
All right. Not one bit.
Hawkeye says, there are many different things that come into play, but relevance and charisma is necessary. But a lot of people that I've seen who are successful on this have situations to where they are able to choose to make those choices without determined to their financial situation.
That part too.
Well, again, everybody's different. You know, there's some people come into this with money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they good. They just got time.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people come into this broke as a joke, thinking that this is gonna make it happen, and they like, I got a job. Like, yeah, you ain't got to quit streaming, but you do gotta get a job because you need internet, right?
Yeah.
You can't pay the internet, you can't stream.
Yeah.
But you really have to grind your content outside of Twitch and make connections outside of Twitch too. And let me ask you guys this: is that a sacrifice you guys are willing to make at this point in your life?
No. I rather my fault, Bear. Bear, my fault. I was gonna say I wouldn't do it. I'd rather make connections in my career, in my field, than to do that in the Twitch world. Because at least my career, that's what I know that's where I can take care of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And to each his own. What about you guys?
I mean, as far as like the making connections outside of Twitch, absolutely. I can do that. I don't know if I can grind out as much as I possibly could. I mean, of course, because one, my job. Two, more importantly, my child. Before anything, my son comes first. So I just don't think I could see myself like fully committing to that. But making connections outside of Twitch, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I definitely can't do the grinding thing. I much like y'all, I have done it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have done it. There were times where I would get up. I made a YouTube video about this about a year ago, but there were times I would get up in the morning, get on Twitch, and be on there from morning to night, go on streams, talking to people, and all different type of stuff. I've done it, and I remember one time me and Retro Nate were talking about this, and he had hit a mental wall with it as well. It's like we both just kind of had this aha moment, like this is not sustainable.
Right.
Like this is like not sustainable. Like, is this what we really have to do to be successful on this platform? And I just asked $1 million question, like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? And I said, no, it's not worth it. I've much like you all, I've had the Twitch payouts. It's been a while since I've had one, but I've had the Twitch payouts before, and they helped.
Sure.
I could put it towards car note. I could put it towards phone bill, grocery bill. I definitely wasn't going to Jamaica with it, but I mean, it's what you would consider supplemental income. I mean, it helped enough in that regard to help me supplement with what I was already making, throughout the day. But it ain't worth it to me. What about you, Beard?
I mean, making connections outside of Twitch, I mean, I could do it. I do it in most of my careers. Most of the jobs that I've had, I still talk to those people. Making connections like within the content creation world, I could do that. Obviously, the three of y'all, prime example. And then obviously we met some of the people that we follow on Twitch at DreamCon. So I mean, we were able to kind of talk with them a little bit, hang out with them for a little bit. So me personally, I feel like I can make connections outside of Twitch. But with the caveat of I trust you. That's the main thing is I feel like you have to really trust somebody that you met online in order for you to make that connection. Because like there's some people besides y'all, there's some people that, I can text right now and, we'll have a little conversation, but that it really depends.
Retro Nate here
I'll be right back, fellas.
Yeah, you good.
All right.
Retro Nate says, what are we doing? Hopping on a platform with the intent of farming eventual viewers, right? If we're honest, isn't that what we're doing?
That's exactly what we're doing. Let's call it spade a spade. That's exactly what we're doing, Nate.
Yeah, Carlos says, I agree. Maybe outside of Twitch it's possible, but just depending on Twitch, everyone is real and ready to be down with you.
That's true for the most part, but I will say we went to DreamCon. We actually met the people that we watch, that we communicate with them. They are genuinely good people. So they're also good people. They are.
Yeah.
But it's like
I can't wait.
It's like I'm telling you, Bear, it's gonna be on and but yeah, so it's like a hate and kneel stack though when it comes to that though. You're not gonna find too many genuine people these days. It's pretty much everyone use each other. It's like an alliance. You're like, okay, you try to get big, I'll try to get big. Let's use each other to get to that point. And then once they're done with you, just throw your weight like a trash. Like, I'm done with you. That's exactly what that is.
It's unfortunate because, like I said, we met Hawk out at DreamCon. He was awesome. He actually came out with us to play golf. What is it? God darn it!
Top Golf.
Top Golf. Yeah, Top Golf.
Yeah, he did that. I wish we could have did that with some of the others too, but a lot of them, they were some of them were doing after party and stuff like that.
I mean,
popping bottles. Yeah,
May is approaching.
Right. But yeah, they were cool. Like I said, we met Queen Shar. She was a sweetheart. She was cool.
Ebony's cool too.
Ebony, Blue Satire, Inevitable Dope was amazing.
He was cool.
Great. So yes. Right. We you can make some genuine connections, man. You truly can. Really is at the end of the day, dip in and dip out is an occasional pastime for me. There are people who, they do these partner pushes on Twitch to where somebody's like, hey, I'm going for partner, and then people will congregate over to this particular streamer's channel for however long it takes to reach that goal. And I've seen this happen in two different scenarios happen. I've seen it happen to where the person will get partnered, and then once they get partnered, that group of people just dies down.
I'm trying to tell you.
It just dies. That's like, what happened? Like you need a average of 75 to be a partner on Twitch, but you rolling in 30 people. Like what happened? Where's your community? Where are they? That's another thing I want to talk about in a minute. And the other scenarios I've seen it happen to where they tried to push somebody, and then it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And then I guess they just got exhausted from always being on the stream, having to have the tab up or have the phone up on all night long, trying to make sure they get that view, and they still didn't get partner. I'm like, well, maybe it just wasn't meant to be for that individual. Hawk says, like you said, it depends on where you are in life already. To be honest, there's no way I can give up my job now for Twitch, but I decided to spend more time content creating. Your position is real unique, Hawk. Like you're at a point in your life, you don't have a lot of things holding you down. You don't. You can do that. You got that freedom. You went you travel a lot. Hawk travels a lot. He went to Greece recently. I'm talking about I ain't talking about like going to ATL and going to freaking
country.
This man went to Greece looking at the Greek statues and stuff, and he had, you know what I'm saying? He does stuff like that because he can. So, and that's what's up. That's what's up. Retro Nate says, there's just something so much freeing about letting an algorithm be the broker of the content.
Agreed. I'm learning that now. I'm definitely learning that now since I started on YouTube.
YouTube is, and we'll talk about YouTube in a minute.
Yeah.
Hawk says, I don't believe in the partner push. I do believe in making you a community. Build your community with the realness and the vibes. So let's talk about that for a second. Community. What is that? What is that? Is that the people that come through all the time or every so often? Like how are we really, because that's a term I have always heard for the last 4 years, but it has never really been solidified as being defined in a particular way. So what does that mean?
To me, I would just say, it depends, because I mean, you don't have to be like super duper close and tight knit, but it is a group of people who come together and support each other, not just when it's all good, but also when it's not so good. They have seen you like in the in between the highs and the lows, and on top of that, I mean, they have your best interest at heart, no matter what. They always want to push you forward, and like they have an impact on you just as much as you have an impact on them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So it's not conditional, it's just unconditional. From what you're saying, I believe that. I do. So what if somebody doesn't come to the stream? Like, I don't know, let's just say you haven't seen somebody in a month or something like that. Would that make you guys feel any type of way? Like,
no,
no,
not really. I mean, I just think that, people come and go. I mean, maybe at one point, they might have liked your content, but then, maybe at another point they might have either outgrown, or maybe they're just no longer, I guess, intrigued by it.
Because it's almost the same thing.
Yeah. But also, I see Hawk said, I feel like your streaming community should be looked at differently more than your friendships in Twitch. Which is a fair point, because I mean, just even to the four of us, at first, I'm not gonna say I wasn't sure, but I didn't think that just from Twitch, like you would have 4 people from, you know, different walks of life that now practically almost conversate every day. That doesn't happen all the time.
And that can be exhausting too. Bear on the low. That can be exhausting too. Constantly trying to connect, talk to the community. So it's not for the weak. Like Spicy Potato said on the chat, it's not for the weak. Trying to hit part
No,
on
it's not.
No, it's not. What's up, Loki? Black Queen in the house. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Before I continue to read, because we got a lot of comments here. I knew it was going to be this way. I want to thank everybody who's here right now. We're not wrapping up. I'm just paying some respect. I appreciate y'all so much. You know, y'all have been so great, so respectful. The questions are amazing. The fact that y'all are taking the time out to be here with us tonight means a lot to the 4 of us. It really does. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, please, and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps out my channel tremendously. And follow the YouTube, the Twitch, and we have our brothers' links somewhere here in the chat. We had it when they were here. They should still be there. You guys give them a follow. Great brothers here, great content creators, great people. Okay, it's hard to find good people in this world. All right, and I'm being honest. You know, they're stand-up guys. Spicy Potato says quitting content creation was such a stress relief. It's unfortunate how the space is there, and very few people that I make connections with outside of the space. But trying to make it on Twitch is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Content creation is not for the weak. It ain't for the weak on Twitch. It ain't for the weak. No matter what platform that you're on, it ain't for the weak for YouTube. And, you know, we got Retro Nate in here, who is a YouTube partner. I've learned a lot from Nate. Nate is, you know, if he had the time, maybe if I had told him, he would be the 5th person in this round table that I would love to have on here. And but I've learned so much from him when it comes to YouTube. You know, he's just doing very, very well right now. Just hit 10,000 subscribers recently. He's doing phenomenal. And he'll be the first to tell you that YouTube is not Twitch. Twitch is not YouTube. You cannot treat them the same. They're completely different. And learning YouTube is something I haven't. Look, my channel is it's growing. But I'm nowhere near mastering it. I'm just now getting to the place where I'm starting to like get familiarized with my community or the people that watch me, getting familiarized with what they like to see, the type of content that I need to create. There's just so many things you need to consider with YouTube. You know, that is a platform that primarily depends on your recorded material, not so much your live streaming material, but your recorded material. And the Twitch is primarily live streaming, while live streaming is just a feature over there. You don't have to do it. You never have to do it, but you can. But over there, there's pre-recorded videos, figuring out keywords, figuring out titles, thumbnails. It's a lot of psychology involved with YouTube. What is it that makes a person click on the video? You got to do the homework. You have to do the research to figure that out. So it's not for the weak. Content creation is nothing about it is for the weak. Carlos says, I know there are good people who you can follow and be friendly, and there's some that become friends in some rare instances. A real connect brotherhood. And Carlos is one of those people too. He's a great guy.
Yes, indeed.
Really, really awesome guy. I don't even, you know, he mods for me. And he's been my mod for a couple of years. We've had conversations outside of Twitch, outside of YouTube. No matter where I am, he's there. If I'm here on YouTube, he's there. If I'm on Twitch, he's there. If I was on Kick briefly, he was there. You know, he shared the day that his youngest child was born. I remember it because I was headed to I think I was headed to, I don't know if it was like DreamCon or was it Dallas. I can't remember because I went to Texas twice last year. But he sent me some pictures of the baby. You know, you don't just do that with anybody, man. Like that people
Nah.
that you don't care about or that you
Mhm.
consider friends, you don't do that with just anybody. So
Yeah.
again, that's another instance right there of a genuine connection. Retro Nate says, I personally don't think you can really have an authentic community with more than 5 to 6 people.
I can agree with that to an extent. And to be honest with you, those 5 or 6 people are probably your mods.
There it is. Bang, bang.
They are probably your mods. Cause I know for me, you know, I have a group chat with my mods, and you know, we talk, and then you know, they have my number, so if they need anything, they can just reach out to me. So I can definitely agree with that one, Nate.
Touche. There was another comment. Here it is. Hawk says, what are some things that hold on. That's the topic. I feel like I don't know, getting used to this. Not bad for the first time of me using it though. I feel like your streaming community should be looked at differently than your friendships in Twitch. So
Yeah,
does
I
that
can
mean
agree.
that we don't treat them like actual friends, or we just kind of keep them to the side? You know, don't let them get too close, but don't let them get too far. Like, because this is the internet, guys. Like, we don't really know these people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know people until you know people.
Yeah.
You know, and that's real. Nate says, furthermore, streaming is not pre-recorded videos and vice versa. Very different mediums. Let me see, did I miss any?
You know what? Before you say that comment, I 100% agree with that, because you know, I've seen it to where your live stream, I've seen it flip flop. I've seen where live streams get more views and then your pre-recorded ones don't. But I've also seen it flip flop as well. So
Yeah,
like it is
that's true.
definitely it's definitely a medium for sure. You know, I know I've had different live streams where I've had almost 100 views, and then a pre-recorded one I only like 20. It's like, okay. And then the other time it's different. So it's like, all right, you know, where's the happy medium at? So
I don't know, man. Like that happens with me too. It's not just you. I don't really understand that either. Because it literally counts every set of eyes that lays eyes on your stream. People pop in, people pop out when it comes to like streaming in general, no matter what platform it is, it counts it. I know that going live helps a lot with watch time on YouTube, which is probably the juggernaut when it comes to trying to get partnered on YouTube is the watch time. Or, you know, the subscribers. I'm not saying by any stretch that that's easy. That's not easy. It's not easy to get people to subscribe to you, but that watch time, man, that's a beast. This term community is a verb. It is an attitude of heart towards a towards a small group, because that is truly it is all that a person has for a capacity.
Bam.
Okay.
So I mean, you have to keep those people engaged the entire time for them to watch the entire video.
Yeah. And like I said, psychology goes a lot into that. Like I had to switch up how I was doing stuff, man. Like I had to like think about what I say, because they say there's this thing called the 30-second hook when it comes to YouTube. 30-second hook. So you got, and this is unfortunate, but this is just the direction of society's attention span by it being so short, which is why we see the increase of reels and shorts and TikTok and stuff. But you got 15 to 30 seconds to get their attention.
Yeah.
You cannot, unless you like Corey Kenshin or somebody like that, you can't just start off your video like, how's it going, folks? I just want to welcome you back over to the channel. It is approximately 8:29. Click. They'll do that.
Oh yeah.
They'll do that. You gotta you gotta start your YouTube videos like, I gotcha. And now let's talk about it. And then you gotta do stuff like that. Like they're like,
Yes.
Mhm.
Gotta be unique. Gotta be unique. Yeah.
You gotta do stuff like that, just to get people's attention. And it's stupid that you have to do that, but that's the way it is nowadays. Hawk says, I will say that there are some that I see on Twitch that I do love their content like you all. They have a tight brotherhood and they keep the closeness and some of the moves they made between the core group. But they do give the community love and allow them to be a part of that friendship and the growth in between the core. It is viable to make it happen, but I do believe content creation helps build brands more than just streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would definitely agree with that one.
That's true. I know people that have gathered so many to their channels just because people saw their content on various platforms.
And that's that whole thing about branching out. Like,
you definitely said that earlier.
Yeah, got to step out there.
How often do we remind people of our streaming schedules and give them a heads up to when we are streaming is also important? All right, so I got something to say about that. I don't like that. Like, this is just me. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm bugging people. Like, hey, don't forget, I'm streaming. And I'm not saying it's wrong. This is just my personal opinion. Like, I don't want to feel like a pest. Like,
I can see that. I can see that.
I don't want to do that. And they may not even look at it like that, though. They might not even see it in that way. Because I don't know, man. I'm a critical person and I always think the worst. That's just me. That's just one toxic trait. That's what they say now that I got that I don't like about myself. I always think the worst instead of considering it to be something that's not bad. Like, oh, thank you so much for reminding me. I wanted to check you out, but I got busy and you gave me the reminder. So I do want to start. I at one point wanted to do that, but I was like, I don't know. So maybe I should try it and kind of push pride to the side. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, go ahead, Bear.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, because Hawk brought it up. He brought it up just now. People forget. People have so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Most of us can't even remember to put a load of laundry in the washing machine. So because we have so much stuff on our mind. So I think, sending out reminders, every now and then, you can definitely remind people, hey, this is when I'm going live. And who knows, that person that you send a reminder to, they may bring other people. You never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think I would say it's more so of a it's not a toxic trait. It's just more of a fear that you may have, or not necessarily an insecurity, but it's or maybe there's some type of self-doubt there.
You put it out there and then they still don't show up. So what's the point?
What's the point? But also understanding that these same people that we're reminding are human, just like us.
Yeah.
And even we get forgetful. So we have to always remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember a couple of years ago, I put a tweet out there when I was, when I was tweeting all the time,
Mm.
that I said live streaming, I'm trying to paraphrase the best I can, but live streaming is like a in real time event.
Yes.
So if I go live at 7 o'clock p.m., I can tell everybody I'm going to be live at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. At that time period, somebody could, some could be at work,
Mhm.
some could be asleep, some could be sick, some could be on a date, some could just be streaming themselves, some could be doing so many other things at that time period that we need to take into consideration.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like you said, Bearded, we can put it out there and they won't show up. Maybe it's not because they don't want to show up. Maybe they just genuinely can't
Yeah.
be there
Mhm.
at that time. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that are, kind of salty and they won't, just because. And that's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my philosophy has always been, there it is. There's a link, and you're welcome to come. I would love to have you there. And if it's somebody that, because sometimes we want to see certain people, and if they're not there, I try to take it the most positive way as possible by saying, well, if they could be here, I'm sure they would, and just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
And not take it personal, which is something else I learned last year, is to not take everything so personal.
Mm-hmm.
We start taking everything personal. It kind of makes us look like we're in the center of the spear of everybody's life, when that's not true. Like, the world doesn't stop just because we go live.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just not how it works, man.
Because I mean, what I found myself doing this year, and it might be a suggestion for you. I planned out a whole month of my streams. Just plan your whole month out, put it out there, put it in your Discord, let the chips fall where they may. Because I mean, the thing about it is, and I think this is kind of where consistency comes into play, is that people actually know when your schedule is. Like for instance, Hulk said in the chat, Queen Shar, she only streams on Mondays, so everybody knows she streams on Mondays.
7 o'clock.
You know, everybody knows when SB he goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so they already know he's live. They know when I go live Monday, Tuesday, and then the podcast on Wednesdays. So I think for the most part, it's just finding different ways of just, hey, this is my schedule. I'll see you when I see you. And then whoever comes, they come.
And let them get used to it. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a little time. Like, I may have missed it Monday, but hey, I'll be there next Monday because I
Right.
know that you'll be there, of
Yeah.
course.
And
You
another
know,
thing that I discovered, Discord, you can create events in your Discord. So then people will know, hey, this is going on as well. So that's
right.
another idea.
Hold on, let's see. We got Nate. Nate says, hot take. Don't specifically remind anyone about your stream, video release, etc. You want people, let me see, you want people who want to watch you You don't want people there out of guilt.
Mhm.
I do agree with that. I talked about this in a video I made a couple weeks ago. I said, stop trying to like be the next Kai Cenat. Stop trying to be on 10. Stop trying to think that you have to do a bunch of crazy stuff to attract people. You're going to end up attracting an audience that really is not going to be able to relate to your real content or who you
Mhm.
really are. All because you just want views for the sake of getting views. You want the right people, the right audience to watch you. Therefore, your content never has to change. You can always be comfortable
Mhm.
and knowing that you're producing something that you really want to produce for an audience that can appreciate you for being you, instead of doing things out of the ordinary, or as Nate says, trying to guilt people, because some people do that too. Some people they feel guilty for not coming, and they might show up for about 5 minutes and go do something else. I've seen Hawk says I've had it happen to where I reminded myself to go to a stream an hour or two before I go, and I still forgot because I got busy at work. But the reminders aren't an issue, and if they get mad, oh well. Trying to get better at that myself, only because I never had a set schedule.
And see, that's another thing. Like, I've seen people, because I've done it in your channel a few times. I'll actually just sit there in the channel before you even go live.
Yeah, just sitting in the chat.
And then when I get the notification, like, all right, I'm already in there, so cool.
What's up, Peaches? Good to see you. Good to see you. We've harped on that topic for a minute, but that was a good one though.
Good one.
Really, really good one right there. All right, so y'all probably like that was the first topic. You guys are 2 hours in. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know.
Technically the second topic, but
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's wait, take that off the screen. All right. So self-care. The importance of self-care.
Do it.
Yeah.
No exceptions.
Don't
and
sleep
I don't
on
want to
that.
hear no back talk. Just do it.
Yeah, don't sleep on self-care.
Now that could be a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different things. Like this could be a form of self-care.
Yeah.
Exhausting your thoughts. I think we're all gonna sleep good tonight because we're getting out so much energy and so much thought. Not just talking, but thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sleep real
Just
good
like
tonight.
this.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
That's my sleep.
But yeah, self-care can be so many different things. So let me ask y'all a question. Good evening, Peaches. How's the family? When was everybody's last massage?
Last week.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was about to say mine was 2 weeks ago.
Not bad.
Mine was 2 months ago. I gotta change that. But I did get a facial though, and I get I always mix it up when they massage your hands.
Oh, you got a manicure?
Manicure. There we go. I always mix.
Yeah,
always
manicure's
mix it
hands,
up.
pedicure's feet.
Yeah, I always mix them up. But yeah, but I got that done though. But I definitely gotta get a massage. Though. I definitely need that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have not had a massage. Probably since the beginning of 2024. That was the last time I got a massage. But I went to the chiropractor back in October. I did that. Yeah, I needed to do that. I got some issues with my neck. I don't know, lately it hasn't been bothering me that bad, but I think it's got a lot to do with my posture, with how I sleep and stuff like that. But it's been a couple months since I did that. But that's another thing that I'm going to prioritize heavily this year. Even if it's just one massage a month or one massage and one chiropractic visit a month.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do one in the beginning of the month and one 2 weeks later or something like that. But that was as far as like that type of self-care, it's been a hot minute for me.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I don't think self-care just goes just for massages and manis and pedis and chiropractors. Like even with this streaming stuff, self-care can be taking a break. Okay, I mean, if most of y'all in this chat know us, like we talk about it all the time. Take your breaks.
Mental exhaustion will put you down.
Yeah,
it will put you down,
and it will keep you there.
Stress to kill you.
Watch it.
Yeah, it will pin you for the 1, 2, 3, and you won't get up until your body's like ready for you to get up. So, and usually you'll get like warning signs before it happens.
Crashing.
Like
you know. Yeah, you know.
You know, me and Bearded, we on the podcast last week, we talked about burnout and some really intriguing symptoms of burnout. You know, the body will talk to you literally and let you know, hey, there's some problems.
Yeah.
And you need to address it. Otherwise, I'm about to crash. And when I
Mhm.
do, you're not going to work. You're not going to do
Yeah.
anything. You're going
Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
not anything you can do about it. So yeah, I agree. Let's see. Hawkout says I'm bad at resting as well. Getting some good sleep. I'll be up. This man don't sleep. I didn't say Hawkout be
I
streaming
used to be like that.
3 o'clock in the morning playing Elden Ring.
I used to be like that, Hawk.
Playing that game at 3 o'clock in the morning, acting like he ain't tired. But nothing. I said, dude, go to
Yeah,
bed.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
And I streamed.
Yeah.
That made it even worse.
Right.
Spicy potato. Next time you get a massage, have them focus on your forearms.
Yeah,
Mental note taking, Spicy. I might have to
that's
do
a good
that.
one. Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm always on the computer.
Professionally, years in a house
A week ago.
a week ago. Okay. Elden Ring is so great.
What it calls that? I think I need to put the brakes on my brake already. Putting the brakes on your brake.
A lot of people don't know too that gym is also self-care too. I just started learning that more. I didn't go to the gym too, like especially if I'm stressed out about my career or someone taking me off, I take it out in the gym. Well, my personal trainer made me do crazy stuff, obviously, but I use whatever I got to go through it. That's I feel better afterwards. So I mean, it does work too. It's each his own. It could be from streaming, it could be from the gym. It can be from, like you said, from a chiropractor, from massages, pedicure, manicure, even video games is self-care too. I mean,
oh gosh,
there's definitely a lot of self-care for certain games though. Now some games that stress you out, it will stress you out. But then there's some, like I play Monopoly, my PS3 in my living room. Like that's real relaxing. That's self-care right there. That's all I have to worry about stressing out compared to Paperboy and NBA Jam, like those games, but you know, you get the point though.
One of the reasons I decided to go backwards with my video games, you know, I PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, got them out of the storage, got them all booted up, working just fine. Like it's taking me backwards, like into like, you know, my teenage life and stuff like that, high school, early 20s.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, man, that's a big deal. Like,
it is.
I mean, maybe some people may not like that and it may not do it for them, but who cares? Like, self-care is an individualized thing. Like my wife, she, you know, self-care for her is you know, she just likes to sit and listen to music. Or
that's a good one too.
She just listen to music or watch silent films, like old black and white films. She don't like massages. She does not like massages. She just don't like, I guess, the invasiveness of it. So I just don't ask her, like, do you want a massage? And it's gonna be no. So that's just that. So it's not for everybody because everyone has do their own thing. Mimi says, I play Candy Crush. So that's self-care. I tell you what,
that's a sleeper. Yeah, that's a sleeper too, Mimi. Yes.
Yeah. Goated.
Yeah.
Like games that stimulate your mind. Like
right.
I got a game this past Christmas that it's called Puzzle Vision. And basically it's just got like 2 pictures, like 2 emojis, and you got to figure out what the actual, like what the phrase or what the item is, and like you have to sit there and think.
Yeah.
So like those, like doing puzzles or Sudoku or stuff like that, that's you know, stimulating your mind. Those are really good examples of self-care as well.
I give you a slept on one that a lot of people are doing now, but I'm so glad I did it because it allowed me it granted me the luxury of reflection, journaling.
That's another one too. That's
Mhm.
another one too.
That's real good.
Journaling definitely is a good one, because you get to like you can't necessarily like go back in time literally and like repeat that moment, but you can go back and relive it through what you wrote and like self-assess. Like, no, that's not a point I need to be at again. So what do I need to do differently to ensure that I don't go down this road again? Yeah, for me, journaling and like listening to music for sure is some of my self-care.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people don't know, solitude is very therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
It's not to say I don't like being around a lot of people, but I know like when I'm around a lot of people for too long, social battery gets drained because I just don't feel like. It's not that I don't feel like dealing with the people. I just don't. Sometimes you just don't feel like carrying all that energy, and
yeah.
you know you get drained very quick. So solitude is heaven for me. When you're just by yourself and you have nothing but yourself and your own thoughts to hear, and you write them out. Yeah.
I feel that part about not wanting to like always be in the presence of people, because people bring energy into the atmosphere. Like they bring an aura into the atmosphere, and that rubs off on people all the time. Especially if you're somebody that's like very in tune with yourself. You know what makes you comfortable, you know your boundaries, you know your limits, and you get around certain people. Not to say that they're bad people or anything like that, but yeah, I don't mind being around people, a small group of people for a time, but large amounts of people for a long time. Like that's why I never was really a big partier. Like I didn't go to like a lot of parties when I was younger. I went and we just kind of scoped it out for a little bit and, you know, see what's up. And then we just bounced and, you know, went somewhere else or whatever the case may be, go get some food. I just don't like being around a lot of people all the time. And as I age, especially now, like I really am selective who I want to be around. Seriously, like I don't have no time to waste. And I'm not going to be around nobody that's taking away from me or making me feel lesser than or anything like that. Like I want to be around people that bring some value, you know, to my life, you know, because I can bring value to people's life. So I guess it really depends on where you're at.
That's true.
As far as like, you know, in life. Hawkout says, I enjoy silence, like not hearing anything. I want to try one of those sensory deprivation chambers where I can't hear anything. I haven't had a chance to hear nothing for a long time. Man,
Oh man,
NYC is New York City is a busy place.
Yeah,
for me, like I'm a country boy, so I like the country. I like the woods. I hunt, I fish, I do all that. So for me, like I can't do no city. I can't.
Bearded, you not missing a dang old thing, bro.
Not
Tell
really.
you right now. But speaking of which, Carlos says something about walking around is another self care. That's one thing I did a little bit more of this summer. Like around Chicago, I was walking around Lincoln Park Memorial. That was pretty cool. Off the top. But yeah, so that's another good one too. Just walking around, just enjoying the nature, or just getting that fresh air is also good too.
Yeah. Being in nature, being by water, Hawk, I share your sentiment. Like for real, I could really sit on this couch and like cut all this off and sit in darkness and silence. Yeah. and it brings me absolute peace. There's something about that solitude. Now, don't get me wrong. Being a dad, that's the one thing that was a challenge for me, because don't get me wrong, I love peace and quiet, but when I don't hear my son running around acting wild, it's weird.
Oh,
It's very off-putting because I've trained my mind to become so used to quiet. When my son's gone, like he's with his mom, so not hearing him is like, because I'm used to hearing him.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Solitude, I love solitude. Like I could literally cut all this off and sit in the dark and I'll be fine. I have no problem with that at all. But there are some times where like his presence or his noise provides comfort too.
That right there is spoken, from a good parent. I'll tell you that, because we feel the same exact way. Like we've been raising kids for 18 years, and we're so used to hearing noise, fighting, wrestling,
Man,
or
if it don't sound like hell in the cell in the house,
man, look,
what's going on?
rumble and all that. They go stay like at their grandmother's house. It is like so quiet, and you can feel the energy gone.
Yeah.
And we don't know what to do with ourselves. We like, I wonder what the kid's doing.
Yeah. I give them back.
Right. Like I ask her, like, do you miss them? Like, I don't miss the noise. And she always says, I don't miss the noise, but you do miss the noise, because they give you life, man. Like kids bring joy to your life. I was talking to some people, my friends last night, about that, about how have y'all ever, like, because I've asked several people this over the course of days, when you hold an infant, like a newborn baby, it does something to you. Like you just feel this surge of just overwhelming joy. Hold your children, a child, doesn't even have to be your kid, but when you hold them, it's like, man, like I'm a big guy, but it brings me down here.
Right.
When I'm holding this child in my hand. So I definitely understand that. I love silence too. I can sit in the dark. I can sit in quiet. I can sit down and with music. All of those different attributes, I say, are very good examples of self-care. So it doesn't just have to be like restricted to like services like massages and getting your pedicures and all that stuff. Yeah, that just falls under the bracket of it. Like some people, they like archery. Some people like to go to the gun range. Some people like, you know what I'm saying? Some people like to do stuff. Yeah.
But that's good to have a lot of options too, though. So that's also a good thing.
Yeah. I don't think we can sit on that subject as long as we did the last one. But Bear, this one came from you. Future endeavors for streaming and content creation.
Yeah, I guess since it came from me, I'll start it off. Soul Spaces, gotta come back. I miss them. I miss having that space where people could be vulnerable. Because I mean, I'll go back to a soul space that we all were in. And, we actually heard someone like actually break down in the middle of it while it was going on. I don't know. There was something and again, back to Hawk. I was at my old apartment in the dark on the couch with my headphones on, listening to, this person let a wall down, or get to a point where the wall, they felt comfortable enough not to sit behind it anymore. They unleashed, and yeah, that was a very powerful moment. Like I remember sitting on the couch and texting the three of them, and I was like, yo, do y'all hear this? And each one of them was like, yeah, like we hear it, and it was just, I don't know, that was very powerful for me. So I feel like coming back to that is gonna be fun. Not only fun, but it's gonna make a difference. Cause like before that, I didn't see anybody doing anything of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was holding spaces like that. And it was to a point where like other people, my brothers included, they started hosting their own spaces. And that was beautiful to see, because it was like, wow, like other people are gravitating to it. And not only are they gravitating to it, but here they are pulling people out from, their communities as well to have these talks. So that's going to be one I'm definitely coming back to. And of course, since you were maniacal at the beginning, saying you like watching people suffer.
Hawk.
What's
up, Power Pack? Good to see you, brother.
Of course, I'm pretty sure we all know who Corey Kenshin is.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite streamers to watch. So the idea that I made came from him. It was inspired by him because he does spooky, scary Sundays. So for him, he'll play a game, or he'll have like people like tag him in scary YouTube videos. Yes, you were definitely maniacal. Yeah, I'm not gonna skate past that. I'll even say diabolical a little bit. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip what he did, and I'm gonna play a scary game. Now, if I lose a life, then of course, as y'all can see behind me over here, there's a wheel, and I have to spin that wheel. Now, before I spin the wheel, I'm gonna do a whole segment on Saturdays, which is called Feed Your Soul Saturdays. So there'll be like a soul space. I'll do a stream, which has the Bare Your Soul segment, and then I'll go into Spicy Spooky Saturdays. So sometime in between like Soul Space and then Bare Your Soul, like I'll make a call and get like some, like I'm talking like fresh, no flavor, like just straight naked crispy wings, right? So I'm gonna do that.
No flats.
Yeah, no flats. Nah, I like me a
I respect
big
that.
carnival size, brontosaurus leg. So I'll do that, and then if I lose a life on the game, then I have to spin a wheel. Now, depending on what that wheel lands on, will depend on the flavor or the heat of the hot sauce that I'm gonna try. And once I do it, I got to deal with it for 10 minutes and still play the game.
Gosh.
I have it on feed down 911. I got you.
Not drink.
Gosh.
And I got the spicy beans and the regular bean boozle. So I got those on top of the 45 bottles of hot sauce I got upstairs.
45?
No milk, though. Like, what you going to do?
Huh?
What are you gonna do? What, so how you gonna clean yourself off? Milk?
I mean,
something?
he got to wait the 10 minutes. He can't drink.
Yeah,
my God!
I got 10 minutes. 10 minutes of pain.
Without drinking.
10 minutes. Yeah, I can't do nothing.
That's gonna be something.
That's
gonna be awesome.
Nah, you know what's funny, Hog? You said the toilet gonna be pissed. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Like when I ate those 3 scorpion peppers, it didn't bother me. Like I got scared for that part. Nah, it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
when it happened, it wasn't like I was clenching the toilet or nothing. Like nah.
Yeah. It was like when I did the little nitro gummy bear. 9 million Scoville.
Ooh.
Y'all crazy.
It was like, all right. I felt fine the next day. Like
toilet gonna be pissed.
That's my part. That's what I lost. The toilet gonna be pissed.
Call a plumber, man.
The toilet gonna file a lawsuit.
Carlos said, "Do you even feel the heat of the spot?" Yeah, I mean, I do, but it's not like I mean, I've seen like people eat hot stuff and literally look like they about to break out in the hives. Like they flopping and jumping around. No, I don't do that.
Doing the rain dance.
Yeah. Nah, like the bros just said. I sent them that video that blue one chip challenge.
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
That was it.
That was crazy too, man.
Man, oh man.
What they don't know is I had another one like not too much longer after I sent them the video of that first one.
It's 282.
Wow. He's something else. He's something else, man. I got nothing.
If y'all want to see that, make sure y'all follow this.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yes. Listen, I would love to have y'all there.
Yeah, don't just come here and miss it.
I give y'all free reigns, please, because I'm always getting y'all. Clip me. If I look crazy, clip me, please. I want to see it. Because just know, if I come to your stream and you play a spooky game, I'm clipping you. And you will get put in the trailer. You will.
You said you will get put in the trailer.
You will get put in the Be Right Back trailer. I'm on volume 3.
We're all in there. We're all in the trailer. So.
Oh yeah. You got that. Most I can do is a fresh jalapeno. Nah, hog, try Ghost. Try Carolina Reaper.
Try to kill him too.
Because you want to be maniacal. He like watching people suffer. He wanted to be maniacal. Cool. We listen. Two can play that game. Go ahead. Get a little habanero. I give you habanero.
Eat the cake, anime.
Try habanero. Cake. He said, "No thanks, I'm good."
So serious.
Hey, little habanero, wake you right on up.
He's serious.
Listen. Habanero wake you right on up. And you a ball guy too? Oh, head might start smoking. Might turn into Ghost Rider. I don't know.
Woo! Straight Ghost Rider. Why not?
Gonna be looking like old dude from Home Alone when that torch got to his head.
Oh yeah, yeah. When he got the flammable stuff. Yeah.
Man,
listen, Hawk, I would love for you to pull up to a Spicy Spooky Saturday. I would love for all y'all to pull up.
Oh, I'll be there.
If y'all are
just making sure, like, hey, just make sure that I don't want to stand by for my man bed.
What needs to happen is we just need to be on a Discord call and just watch it.
Listen.
Oh yeah,
listen. I'm with all of it. I'm with all of it. All of it.
We'll have to start singing them hymns and spirituals.
I'm with it. I even got because I got a new Go XLR now, like the full size one. I've already made like introductions to welcome in the community and the Spicy Spookies, all that. I got a bear. I got the Bear Project radio introduction. I got one of those. Oh yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Don't miss that, y'all. Future endeavors right there, folks. If you want to see somebody who's into self-torture, and this is your guy right here. You know, check him out, Bear Project. You know, we got a link in the chat. Some of y'all are new. Some of y'all are from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a Twitch account, come on over to Twitch. That's exclusive now. So make sure you give him a follow. Let's go ahead and put the spotlight on Flash Carter. Future endeavors for streaming and content creation. Now, feel free to say whatever.
Yep.
Goal.
There you go.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, that's my biggest goal, to get a fun factor back in streaming and in content creation. So definitely be on the lookout for February, because something is definitely going to be.
I'm tuned in.
It's going to be.
I'm tuned in. I'm tuned in.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm tuned in. Like
that's gonna be fun times with that.
I'm tuned in.
That's the biggest factor for me. Once I get that, then I can actually have a path on how I want the future to be for my streaming and content creating, because I lost that fun factor. That's really what happened, which is why my posts on Instagram kind of like stopped. That's why I haven't streamed as much, because it felt like a job. I'm like, no, I don't want to be that. So that's when I took a break on self-care and did all that. But the biggest thing is getting that fun factor back. And I know I definitely will get it back once we start doing that thing. I'll leave it at that. But I'm very excited about it. D, I know he's excited about it too. So definitely be on the lookout when the time
Man, listen.
comes.
All right.
It's gonna be full last. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be full last, full of
I can't
jokes,
wait.
pinpoints,
it's gonna be
buffoonery,
fun.
the whole 9 yards. I'm telling you that
It's-
right now.
We can
It's
just
gonna
drop
be
the
hilarious.
suspense. So it's really gonna start being talked about here soon. So we have been talking about doing something together last year. You know, things, correlations and stuff. We figure let's just wait until next year. We had decided to come together and create a segment, which we're still kind of like up in the air with what we want to call it. But we're going to be taking like just movies from the 90s and video games and just basically just breaking them apart in the funniest way possible. Like,
It's gonna be
Some
fun.
were bad. Some were bad. Just some
Yeah.
shit just been kept on the shelves, man. But so
I mean, we'll give y'all a little sneak peek. Episode 1 is going to be Street Fighter the movie.
Oh no.
yeah, y'all know how bad that. Y'all know how bad that was. So.
Listen, one character y'all could go 3 hours for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh
One
yeah.
character.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh
That's
my
what I'm
gosh.
saying.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna tune into that.
So it'll be a little bit after Valentine's Day. So be on the lookout for that. And that's when I know the fun factor will come back in because that's something I'm looking forward to, especially doing with my brother with D. So that's going to be my goal for this year. Really, is just getting that fun factor back. Once I get that, then the sky's the limit. Then I can start planning out, bring out all these ideas I have in my head. But I got to start from scratch, basically, just have fun again.
And before you go to the next person,
yeah,
y'all know how crazy and how much fun and like you know how crazy it was when like all 4 of us was live at the same time.
Absolutely, that was
man.
Nobody in the chat knew where to go.
Nope.
They were like, who do we go to?
Right.
Nope. Nobody knew. But it was just like
y'all better have.
But it was just so much fun because like I'll sit here and go live and then I got Flash, Bearded, and D and tabbed. And then we like bouncing through each other's streams, saying stuff. Man, telling you.
Very,
that was fun.
Very amazing, man.
Yeah.
I feel you on the fun factor part, Flash, because if it's not fun, then what are we really doing? You know, if it's not fun, you're not going to do it. And if you're having fun, it's going to ensure that you keep doing it. You know? And so since I'm here, I'll go ahead and so my future endeavors for streaming and content creation. So I've kind of been saying it over and over and over. I feel like, YouTube is something that I'm really just trying to go hard in right now. And I said it earlier in the podcast that I'm very close to being partnered on YouTube. So it's either going to happen by the end of this month or it's 100% going to happen in February. I tried really hard to make it happen in December. I made a really big dent in the progress, but it just wasn't enough. But very, very close now. So it's just a goal. It's not something that I feel like it's going to. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna change my life. I don't know. It might. Who knows? But it's just something for me to like be able to sit back and say I did that. Just feeling good for accomplishing a goal.
Yeah.
That I set. Like when you set a goal and then you hit it, you feel amazing.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like you can do anything. And I want to do that. I told myself, I said, if I can make that happen, I will shift my attention back over to Twitch and try to do the same thing on Twitch. Some people might think, okay, that's risky. You might be in for a little bit more, biting off more than you can chew. The fun factor might be lost because you're so concerned about reaching a certain status. Trust me, I've had those conversations, and I am considering that. But the thing about it, I told my YouTube community the same thing. I said, I'm not rushing this. Like, I'm taking timelines off of stuff. And whenever things happen, they just happen at that time. Even though I said the partnership is going to come either at the end of this month or next month, the only reason I'm saying that is because it's true. That's how close I am. It's inevitable.
Right.
I didn't know it was going to happen, but it is. But I want to do more of this. People don't realize this, but I didn't do a single podcast last year. Not one. Not one lay experience. Not one. My last one was at the end of 2023. And that was with Wayne Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last one I did. Now, I didn't know that was going to happen. Every year you're given, you kind of assume things are going to go this way, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
There were times I linked up with people. I asked people if they were interested, and some people said that they were interested in. I don't know. It just didn't manifest the way I wanted it, and I think it was because I just didn't prioritize it, and I just let other things get in the way of it. But this year, I definitely want to do what I want to do. I want to have fun, and I got so many memories of just having so much fun doing this. I feel like I kind of lost that last year. Lost it. I didn't have fun. Like, something's missing. And even Crafty, she would tell me, like, y'all don't know who Crafty is in the chat. That's my wife. She's like, you need that for you. You're in a better mood. That's your time. Like, because my wife cares about my headspace, and she cares about me having downtime. She cares about me resting. Like, that's just her heart. It doesn't make her happy when she sees me like running myself into the ground.
Yeah.
Just work. Because that's kind of what happened to me last year, is that everything just became about work. I would send messages to you guys early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, before the
About to say I'll be up too.
before the rooster's up and the crickets are out. I'm up, man. Should I beat the sun up? And that was how it was the majority of the year. So, but it slowed down a lot for me over going into like the winter time, which I'm not gonna lie to you. Some people would not like that, but I'm actually pretty grateful that it happened, because I was able to like catch up on rest and just really reevaluate, how I want to do things going into 2025. But my intentions are to do more podcasting like this, and in-person podcasting. I did a podcast a couple of weeks back with somebody, and it's posted on my YouTube channel. It was about an hour. It was a really, really good conversation with one of my clients, actually. She's a woman. She's about 53, 54. And we just talked about life and just the different perspectives, by me being a millennial and her being a Gen X, and how we're not so much different. But it was really, really awesome to do that. And I have 2 other people that I'm planning on doing it with as well. One of them is going to be about encouraging women to embrace their natural bodies. That's what a woman that we were talking, going back and forth about that. She said she would be open to having to sit down with me and doing it. But I really just want to like evolve into like more so that studio setting. And I feel like I'm getting closer to that, because I actually do have the space to do it now. And that's where my heart is with content creation. And like I said on my stream the other day, just doing a retro rewind of playing all of the old games that I grew up on, to get that nostalgia back. And like you said, Flash, the fun factor. Like I just want to have fun again, man, because
Mhm.
life has a way of like draining you and taking that away from you, and then you just start feeling like a drone at that point. Like I just go to work, come home, go to sleep, eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of that mindset.
Yeah.
All right, and there was one. What about you, Bearded Legend Gaming? Are you gonna keep that name, or are you gonna actually change it to like Bearded Legend?
I might just change the beard if I'm able to. Just change the bearded legend.
I don't know, man. You might not be.
I don't know.
It could be somebody
I know I can't do it on YouTube, but Twitch is a possibility. But we'll see what happens.
Yes.
So for me, I've technically started my future endeavors. I have several different theme streams that I do. So like on Sundays, I got a segment called Storytime Sunday, and it's really on YouTube exclusively. I tried to do it on Twitch and YouTube, and it didn't work out today, so we're just gonna keep it on YouTube. But basically, what I'm doing is I play single player story mode games. Right now, we're going through the Life is Strange series. We just wrapped up episode 2 of the remaster version, so we'll finish up episode 3, and then we'll go to the next installment of the game until we finish it. And then, and everybody's gonna be excited about this one. Once we finish Life is Strange, I am going to start the Last of Us series.
Hey.
Okay. Nice.
Never played it before, so
even better.
It's gonna be fun. I've never
better.
played Life is Strange, and like I'm invested.
Man.
I am
You got me intrigued with that now.
Yeah, I am invested in that game now. So yeah, that's on Sundays. Mondays we do something called Motivational Monday. We'll watch like a motivational video. It's normally like 10-12 minutes long. Then we'll kind of talk about it. And if time prevails, we'll probably play a game after that. But the main focus of Motivation Mondays is to keep everybody motivated throughout 2025. Because if nobody motivates us, are we gonna motivate ourselves? And if we don't motivate ourselves, who's gonna do it for us? So, just keeping everybody, grounded in their goals for 2025. Tuesdays we got a segment called Campfire Tales, where I play strictly horror games. We have gone through 3 episodes of Fears to Fathom, so I should be finishing up that series. And then we're just gonna play some random indie games, because apparently the indie games are much scarier than the actual horror games that are out there. Because they've got me a few times I've played. And then we got what I call Wins the Wiz Days, and that's me and Initial's podcast with Two Bearded Guys on YouTube and Twitch. And we talk about anything and everything. And it's always a good conversation. It's always a good conversation. I am bringing back Cartoon Versus. If y'all missed out on that one, basically what I've been doing is putting like different cartoon theme songs against each other, and the community, the chat gets to vote on which song is the best. So not necessarily the show, but which song is the best. And then we go until we get a winner. I think the most toxic one that I had was when I did the Disney Villains episode.
Man.
Because I think everybody thought that Hellfire and Be Prepared were going to be the finishers. Be Prepared did not even make it.
What?
Oh, man.
Be Prepared did not even make it.
Wow.
Hellfire won. I think Hellfire ended up winning, but
of course.
But yeah, it was pretty good. So it's always a good time. I got a lot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I got a lot. I got another segment I'm calling I got the drip. So I have people like come into Discord and like post their favorite outfits, and then the chat gets to vote which outfit they like the best.
I think that's amazing. You got it all figured out. You got it all figured out. We all do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I like to hear, man.
Ooh,
That's
I forgot about the other one.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about the other one. You can leave it out on this screen. Okay. It's called Diabetes and Me. So anybody that's new to the chat, if y'all are new on Twitch or YouTube, a little about me. I am type 1 diabetic, and I've been roommates with this thing for about, actually, February 1st will be 7 years.
wow.
Yeah. So the plan is it's gonna be something like this, kind of a little podcast, kind of an interview where I try to interview people that are affected by type 1 diabetes, that have type 1 diabetes, or someone in their family or someone they're close to has type 1, and we just kind of dialogue back and forth, what they think about it, just kind of give their backstory about their experience with it.
Now, personally, I like that idea the most because it's kind of right up my alley with talking to people and getting to know people and hearing their stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day, I was sitting in the car and I was just, I was sitting in the car, facing traffic in the parking lot, just looking at the cars like go back and forth. I'm like, in each of these cars, there's like somebody in there with a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like every last person is like got something that they want to say or something that they've been through, or just and taking that time to give them that floor
Mm-hmm.
tell that story. Like I just feel like that's special, man. People
Mm-hmm.
feel some type of way, like, dang, you want me to tell my story? You want me to talk? Because some people don't get asked that question
Right.
all the time. Like they just don't. You hardly ever get asked that question.
Right.
But,
And I mean,
I like that.
Yeah. And I mean, the three of y'all know, just, that's the whole purpose of my channel. That's why I do all the charity streams every year. I do it 3, maybe 4 a year.
Yeah.
Is because I want my community, not only my community, to be educated and be aware of this stuff, because it can happen to anybody. Like, you hear stories of like babies and little kids getting it. You don't never hear about it in an adult because it's a small percentage. So when it happens, it's like, huh? Like when I got diagnosed, everybody was like, dude, you look healthy as an ox. Like,
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, it can happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spicy Potato said she got diagnosed early last year
with the beaters. Well, Spicy, you get ready because I'll reach out to you. Don't worry.
I wouldn't have known this if it wasn't
if
for
you're
like,
interested. That is.
it wasn't for like Twitch and running into you. I didn't even realize there was like a community. For that. I did not know. Like there are literally people who have it that rally together to encourage one another and to befriend each other. I didn't know that. I think that's beautiful because it's people go through stuff in this life and they feel like that they got to do it alone.
Yep.
And they feel terrible about it. But now, I mean, so say what you want about social media, but that's one of the good things that come out of it.
Yes.
And you can connect with people.
That connection.
Yeah. Which is extremely important.
Yeah.
We got 2 more talking points here. I don't know if we can talk about it. I mean, we didn't talk about it. Building relationships. I was talking to one of my clients earlier last week, and he told me, he said I set a goal to try to like meet 3 people. And I think he did meet 3 people at his church or something like that. Because he is like closed off. Just don't like relationships, don't like mingling with people. That's just him. He don't like it. So he's like, this year I want to kind of like break out of that. And he did. So how do you guys feel about that? Like, is there anybody in your life right now that you want to try to like build some sort of a bridge towards, or you good with the bunch that you got right now? Or is that even important to you at this point in life?
I guess for me, building more of these relationships with like other males is important for me, because I just don't think we don't have that. We just don't. When you look around, you don't really see a bunch of men who are like-minded, having a brothership, or like a brotherhood, where like they kind of they push one another to be better. And it's not really a competition thing. It's more so like, I see my brother doing better. What am I not doing to get there? So
Yeah.
I think building relationships, like with, building genuine connections with like other men like myself, is essential, just to have that, it's not even a safety net, but just have that circle that you can, because it's all, I'll say it. I know like women are very complex, just physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, they're very complex. But I just think that part gets overlooked for men as well, because they just think they think men have life so easy, and we don't. It's just a lot of the battles we fight we don't talk about them, because we don't feel safe talking about them. We don't feel safe talking to other men, because you might get made fun of, or you might feel like they might try to make you feel inadequate, or sometimes even with women, you just feel like when you open up, now you got to risk that vulnerability being weaponized against you. So building relationships with other males like myself, even we don't have to come from the same backgrounds, but just building those relationships is essential to me. And even building relationships with like intelligent women, that's not a bad thing.
Right.
Because I think the problem between us and them is we're too busy trying to fight over why we're different, instead of trying to understand and like give respect to why we're different. It's too much of a fight.
Word. Yep, that's that key word. Understand.
Yeah, it's too much of a fight. Listen, I know physically, all right, cool. Like, I got you in that department. But what can I do to make you, even if it's not equal, what can I do to bring you up to speed, versus, just holding that over, somebody's head, like, oh, physically, yeah, we got you. No, it's just, we have to be working towards like building each other up, instead of like tearing each other down. So I think for me, building relationships with people is important, because I'm for the most part, I have my bunch, but to the world, I'm closed off. Life just made me that way. So I'm working on, being better at that. Because as you said, D, nobody should or want to, go through life alone. So it's always good to have your village. Yeah, because it's going to take a village to get you through it. So just make sure the people you bring to your village hold the same principles and morals as you do. And they push you to want to be better as you push them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
That's it.
agree. I definitely agree with that, man. It's a lot of great key points there. Spicy says the world needs more emotional, connected, and vulnerable male relationships. Yes, absolutely. You're right. They really, really do. They do. But Bear, I said this to you earlier this year, you know, when you were going through your trials, I'll say. Sometimes the world isn't ready for the type of man that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not ready for the type of man that I am.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that we should just close ourselves off.
Right.
I mean, I get it. I understand. I do. But sometimes, you know, I don't want to like risk closing myself off so much that I push away the potential growth that I could experience from a friendship from somebody. So for me, I'm being intentional about being mentored. I want a mentor. That's something that I've never had. Like I've had people that I've learned from. I've had people that have taught me things, but never really anybody to like school me on like who's older than me, obviously, but to school me on what's ahead in life. Like I've had people teach me things about fitness and working out, but that's fine right there. You know, I kind of I've got that down pat, but there are some areas that I do feel like I lack in, admittedly. And, you know, you won't hear a lot of men say that. That's my age. There are some areas that I do lack in. For I'm not playing the blame game, and I'm not going to point fingers, but I just, you know, some things were just not. I wasn't taught certain things as a teenager or in my 20s. A lot of what I know right now is based on just experience and trial and error and messing up and stuff like that. But sometimes I'll look at the life of like a male man relationship, building a relationship with another man who is in a place where I desire to be, you know, a stand-up guy. Because I've had people say that to me, like, you know, will you be my mentor? Like a couple years ago, a young man asked me to do that. He was 25 years old. And I said, you want me to be your mentor? He's like, yeah. I said, I look at your life. I look at how you treat your family, and you're somebody I aspire to be like. It was flattering. It really was. So there's a gentleman that I know. He works out. I think he's like in his 50s, maybe like 54, 55 years old or something like that. Gentleman that goes to our church. I've met him, but I haven't like had a deep conversation with him. And I tried reaching out to him on social media, but he didn't respond. And I learned that somebody was like, he's old school. He don't really use it like that. So I have to like try to run into him. So I didn't see him today. I was hoping I would see him today, but I didn't see him today at church. But whenever the time comes, you know, I just want to like, you know, yo, let me take you out to lunch or coffee or something like that, and just kind of pick his brain and stuff, because, you know, I'm serious when I say that I'm trying to like work on like myself and personal development and gain some wisdom from somebody, because I'm so used to people coming to me like when they got a problem, they come talk to me. They need some help or some advice, they come talk to me. Always coming to me, and I don't mind, but it's like, who do I go to? You know, I want to be able to like go to somebody who is got more experience, more life experience, more miles on their life than I do. And it's not a lot of men that will say that, because most of us will be like, I got this. Y'all don't need no help. I got it all figured out. You know, I don't need nobody telling me how to do this or what to do or nothing like that. Like, no, I'm open for like, you know, building relationships with other men to hold me accountable, to check up on me, to make sure I'm doing this. Not that I need to be told what to do, but I think all of us, whether you're a man or a woman,
We human.
we're human.
Mhm.
You operate
We slip.
better. You operate better with accountability.
Yep.
You do. Like there's some things that we can do without accountability, and then there's other things that somebody needs to know what you're doing. Somebody needs to know where you at. Somebody needs to know what you're thinking.
Yep.
If you're one of those type of people that's sick and tired of falling in the same trap, then you need to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not an age thing. That's just an error thing on your end.
Right.
Yeah. It's bad
So,
choices.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. You know, building relationships, very important. Those are some of my goals for this year. Bearded, what's good?
I mean,
Exactly. Night out. Night out says the world ain't gonna wait forever.
Yep.
That's true.
Big facts. Big facts. I mean, for me, obviously, chat. Y'all see it right here. I mean, we met what you say, Flash, 4 years ago?
Yeah, about 4 years ago. Yeah, playing that
Yeah.
Devour game.
Yeah. We met 4 years ago and we ain't missed a step yet. So, I mean, for me, it's always about building relationships with people that you can confide in, people that you know got your back no matter what, you know. And it reminds me of that video that the YouTube video that D posted. You know, why it's so hard for us that are 30 and up to have friends. You know, why is it so hard for us to make friends? And I mean, it's because we're just tired of it. You know, we getting up in age. We got our friends, we got our close friends, and that's who we're gonna stick with. But I think for me, it's more of building relationships with like-minded people as well. You know, me, I know these three here. I mean, we're all men of God. You know, so we have that in common. You know, we can sit here and talk about the Bible. You know, we can sit here and talk about our faith. And I think that's very important when it comes to friends. Like, who do you have common ground with? Who do you have like a emotional, spiritual, mental connection with? Because those are the people that you're going to go to before you go to somebody that's really more of an acquaintance than a friend. So, I mean, that's the goal for me, is to keep building relationships with like-minded people. And like D, you know, I definitely want to get into the mentorship. When I first got diagnosed with diabetes, I was partnered with this young kid. I think he was 16 at the time, and we were a state apart. And he had diabetes longer than I had, and the reason that they wanted me to meet him is because of what I did to my A1C. And did this into like brag or nothing, but when I first got diagnosed, my A1C was 12, which is really, really high. 6 months down the road, I had worked so hard that my A1C was like 4.9, which basically meant I didn't have diabetes at all, but you know, I technically still got it. So they wanted me to meet this kid because he was so afraid to wear the insulin pump, because he felt like he was going to get bullied and picked on at school because he's got all this stuff on his arm. You know, we met and, you know, we hit it off. We played video games. He beat me in a video game, and that's exactly how our friendship started. You know, we still talk to this day. I sent the guys a pic not too long ago. We actually met He's a truck driver now, and we met up one day, and it was like we didn't even skip a beat. And
Nice.
so, and that's the other thing. Like when you have friends like that, when y'all don't talk for weeks, but as soon as y'all talk, it's like y'all ain't even missed
Never
nothing.
missed a step.
That's the type of relationships I feel like people need to have.
Yeah.
So
'cause,
those are my goals.
okay. I like that. Yeah, because sometimes, I got people that I haven't talked to in a hot minute, and then I'll see them, and it'll be like, wow, we didn't miss a beat. It's kind of how it is with my brothers. Me and my brothers, we hardly ever talk. Like honestly, man, like I'm not really going to like open that can of worms, but whenever we get together, it's almost like that just goes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking, we're happy to see each other and stuff. That's one thing I kind of do want to, kind of, but that's one thing I do want to get better this year. The connection between me and them, and because they're great guys, and we're all busy and grown, and that's not an excuse because I know plenty of people who got siblings and they're busy and grown and they still make time for each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't no excuse. When you want to do it or you don't want to do it, that's just what it is. So, all right, Mr. Flash, how about you, bro?
All right. So I pretty much got a good circle at this point. So I'd rather just focus on putting all my energy into that. I mean, it'd be cool if I have acquaintances, wherever have you, but like you guys, for example, and the people that I truly care about, like my family and my other brothers, I'd rather make that even stronger than it already is already and
Mm-hmm.
build more good times with you guys and with others than to try to find more friendships. I have everything I need right here. It's all about just building that and having more momentum and having that good time. Perfect example, being with you guys at DreamCon, I can easily say that was one of the best days of my life. Like that's just hands down. So I want to continue to do that not only with you guys, but also the people that I care about and
Mm-hmm.
be there for you guys when y'all down and out or if you need anything. I'd rather do that than to because I'm 39, I'm about to hit 40 this year. So I'm
Same.
not trying, so I'm not trying to be like, let me get more friends, let me get more this, more that. Man, I'm good right here with everything I got going on. Like I got God fearing man. I got people who know what they want. I got people that I look up to who they have wives, they have kids to take care of business. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. Why keep searching for something new where you can learn everything right here and build that relationship? You can't beat that with a stick. So I just want to improve on that. So I wouldn't say building a relationship. I would say keep improving on that and keep making beautiful memories with the people you really care about. Because y'all said the best. There's been times I haven't talked to a couple of people, but it doesn't mean I don't care about them. But just like you guys, when we talk, it's like we just talked yesterday. And it's very important that we do have a friendship like that too. So I definitely agree with you when you said that, Brittany.
Yeah.
So that's the path that I'm on right now, though, because I was thinking about that too. So, man, maybe we should have more friends. And nah, I'm blessed enough to have the people I have right now. So I'm all good. That's just me though. I mean, that's how I
Spicer said, "You a young buck."
think. Man, I wish I still am. A lot of people think I'm like not about to be 40, but yeah, I'm about to be
Bro,
40.
what?
Same here, bro.
About
What?
to be 40. I
Same here.
got gray right here, man.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I
I got it all in my beard, man.
go let the chat guess, y'all.
I'm
How old do y'all think each one of us are?
I already said my age, so
Oh man.
I already said my age, so yeah.
Well,
Carlos, you can't answer. Carlos, you cannot
what?
answer because I think you know.
Just flash to kind of compliment what you were saying. about not necessarily wanting to like make new friends or finding new friends. I get it. I feel the same way, because that's why I said I'm looking for like more so somebody to help me grow.
Well, thank you, Spicy.
You
I
know,
appreciate that.
it.
29 every
Yes,
hey,
indeed. Listen, that's the goal, right? Age backwards.
That's
I'll take that.
that's why I work out the way I do and try to take care of
Man.
myself. So I can reverse age. Yeah.
I will take that. We will take that,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
Absolutely.
add on to what you said though, D. Like, it's nothing wrong with still having like-minded people around you. That's cool and all. But as far as like I could probably say for y'all three, if y'all need something, I'll always be there. Like and vice versa. So since I have that, not just with you guys, but with my family, and I'll call my other friends and my brothers, because I know this is family too. Why would I need to find more? I have everything right here. So that's my mentality, though. But it's nothing wrong, like you said, nothing wrong. You meet someone, you connected, y'all like-minded, y'all have those conversations. But I think I treat that relationship like now. I find it more precious now with what I have with you guys compared to find something new. Like, it might sound weird, but that's just me at this point.
it doesn't sound weird. It's exactly what people say that want to protect themselves. Keep your circle small.
Yeah,
like, it's not about an expansion of the circle. It's about the quality of it.
exactly. And the quality is S tier. Like Devil May Cry. You get the grade. It's S, dude.
Triple S.
Triple S.
Triple
So why?
S.
So why would I need to change that? You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality right now.
I feel it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely. Great points, guys. We got one more talking point, and we've been here for over 3 hours. We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to once again say thank you to everybody that's watching on both sides, YouTube and Twitch. You guys have been great. The interactions, the comments, man, this is beautiful, man. This is very inspiring to continuously do these things right here. If you're on the YouTube side, be sure to like the stream, please. Subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. And if you are over here on Twitch, be sure to follow not just me, but my brothers here, Beard Legend Gaming, Flash Carter, and Bear Project as well. These are amazing guys, amazing content creators. Most of you probably know them, but some of you probably don't, but you definitely need to get to know them for sure. So we have reached the last talking point, which is I actually came up with this one a little bit before we went live, because I really want to know. I really want to know.
Hawk out.
Hey, you all right too, man. You're all right too,
You're
man.
right in my book too, man.
No, he's not all right. I'm still mad that he beat me at Top Golf, man. He straight cheated. I don't even know who picked Angry Birds for Top Golf. So he could miss it with that.
Well, all right. Well, let's get this out the way now. Hawk out. You going
Yeah.
He better.
You gonna be at DreamCon?
Yeah.
He better.
He said-
I'm not revenge on Top Golf. He better be.
He said he's coming.
I got a Carolina Reaper with your name on it when I get there.
That's amazing.
I get those cameras. I get those cameras.
Didn't you say Berserker was going too?
Oh, that's gonna be dope. Yeah.
I think he said
Berserker going too? That's what's up.
Yeah,
I think don't quote me on that.
But still, that'd be cool though. If you show
that
up.
would be cool though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Oh, it's over with.
Yeah.
That was a good.
That's gonna be a conversation.
Yes. All right, guys. Last talking point. Will your content change or evolve as you age?
I'll say evolve on my end. That's off top. That's just going to evolve.
I share the same sentiment as Flash. It will evolve. Change? Probably not. Because again, I just feel like having that space to be vulnerable I think it's just something I'm always gonna try to build or create. So, and that's again, just referencing back to multiple things that we've talked about so far. Just being authentically yourself, and I think that is who I am.
Awesome.
I think I'm just a person who just creates a safe space for other people, and I don't see that changing. I see it evolving. I don't see it changing, because I feel like changing something that actually fits who you are, not just who you are, but like what you've worked so hard to like get better at. Yeah, I don't see that changing for me.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'd probably say evolve as well. Cause I mean, like Bear said, the more you do it, more people are gonna find it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I think in a sense, changing kind of goes into evolving a little bit because it has to. I mean, you might tweak something a little bit, but not to where it just changes the whole evolution of your content. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think evolving is where it's really going to be at, because the more you evolve your content, the more it's going to reach out to other people. And I mean, we ain't necessarily talking about, oh, we got a whole stream room, you got lights everywhere, you got this, you got that. Because now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people, they love that stuff. They absolutely love it when they see the Govy lights dancing in the background, and you got, like Bear setup. Man, I love Bear setup. I'm gonna be honest with you, I love his setup. Like, you got the helmets in the back, and got anime and Marvel and the lights and all that. I love stuff like that. But is that the reason I'm gonna come to his stream? No. So I think when it comes to content, evolution is the best way. So
yeah, there's like, I'm gonna go ahead and agree. Obviously, I feel like when you found what works for you, why change it?
if it
I
ain't
used
broke,
to be
don't fix
working on the craft, tweaking it here and there to evolve it over time. There's some content creators I feel like change, and I say it as we age because our minds they're not the same as they were when we were 20.
Right.
They're not the same as they were when we were 30. They're not the same as when we turn 40. It's just not possible to be the same. I mean, I guess it can be depending on who you are, but if you're going throughout life the right way and you're trying to like chase growth, then your mentality is not going to be the same. It's just not.
right.
So I've seen content creators completely shift and change from what worked for them into something else for sake of shock value.
Yeah.
Purposely wanting to be controversial or whatever, just for the sake of getting views. They'll do that. So it's like they'll just kind of throw away the authentic version of themselves for like something else for entertainment purposes only. That's why I asked this question, because sometimes people do that. Now, I didn't really expect that type of like response from you three. You guys said exactly what I thought you would say, because we all, pretty much think similar when it comes to content. We want to be better at what it is we do. So do I. I want to be better at what it is I do. As I age, like when I get older, when I get, I don't know, like 45, 50 years old, I might be in the studio full time doing this.
Yeah.
I may be there trying to like fly people in from across the country to do podcasts, some Joe Rogan type of stuff. You feel me? Like that's kind of what I want to do. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to do that. What's up, Robert? Good to see you. Caught the tail end of it. Yeah, man. We wrapping it up.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Welcome in. But yeah, that's pretty much, how I feel about it, man. Like, I'm not trying to change. I am who I am. You guys, y'all the same. Y'all are who you are. And evolution, man. That's the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Hold on, bro. I don't know what you saying in the chat.
Oh, don't worry. I just deleted
Yeah, I
them. I put them in
I was
timeout.
looking.
Yeah,
It was like I was playing double dutch. Like, do I want?
that name.
Oh, I just put it. Look, I just put it in the translator. So it said chocolate's my favorite. I don't know. You can take that either way you want to.
Wow. With that being
You can take
said,
that either way you want to, though.
Yeah,
That's fine. Hey,
it is what it is.
more power to you.
Give a little shout out to Robert here. Robert is somebody that I met on YouTube recently. We go back and forth. Pretty cool guy. He builds computers, PCs.
Hey.
Oh, cool.
He builds PCs. He's really, really good at his craft. I told him I was gonna pick his brain one day. Y'all should check him out. Check his channel out.
Yeah, but definitely.
He uploads pretty frequently.
Okay.
And he makes a lot of good points too, a lot of good builds. But like I said, I think I just said it about 5 minutes ago, just thanking folks. I feel like I got to do it again. We have been here for a little bit over 3 hours, going on almost 3.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a part of the first roundtable, then you already know that was pretty much a given. I think that one was 4 hours, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
But hey, we're a little bit older now, and it's starting to get a little closer to bedtime. So
shoot, I gotta get up in the morning.
Right. So do we anybody want to close out with anything, like plug yourself or quote, whatever y'all want to say before we hop out of here? Let's start with you, Bear.
So like D, I have 2 podcasts of my own that one was like, even for myself, was like super anticipated when I did the first episode. Like, it was amazing. So I got to get back to Deeply Rooted, and I'm gonna do a one-on-one podcast called Soul Food. So that's gonna be fun. Still looking to do my first episode with Bearded on January 25th, and me and Bearded kind of just quietly just now been talking. So I don't know. Y'all might get Bear and Bearded horror game reactions.
Oh, nice.
That sounds straight.
That might,
that sounds straight though.
That might, that might be something that's coming soon. So, me and Bearded will talk more about that tomorrow. And yeah, I'm definitely down for that. And big thing this year, collaborations. I'm gonna be very intentional about collaborations this year. So I look forward to collaborating with a lot of people from Twitch, and I do have a YouTube. So who knows? You might, I don't know. You might. For now, I'm gonna see how Spicy Spooky Saturday turns out. If it turns out great and like everybody loves it, yeah, I might have to pre-record some some Spicy Spooky Saturday stuff, and do like live Spicy Spooky Saturday stuff on YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Oh, last thing. I do plan on creating and editing a DreamCon 2025 video, and I'm gonna when I do it, I'm gonna premiere it on stream.
Nice. Okay, that's what's up.
Boy, y'all really gonna see the other side of us, then.
Man, listen.
Look, I just want to encourage you guys, man. Don't be intimidated by YouTube. And I was talking about it earlier. And me and Robert, we talk about this pretty often too, how challenging it is. But it's so rewarding. Like if you can get over that threshold, it's so rewarding. You know what I mean? I just want to encourage you to do it. Twitch is cool. But I feel like, for great content creators, everyone deserves to see that. Everybody, like there's some people over on YouTube who don't know who I am and who you are. They need to know. Some people over on Kick. I know we haven't really talked much about Kick. I really don't know how I feel about Kick, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's not really something that I'm interested in. I guess maybe that's what it is. I'm just not interested in it. And I just don't want to add too much to my plate. It's already enough going on as it is. So doing YouTube and Twitch is a lot. So, and who knows whether Kick's even going to be here in the year. I mean, they've been around for a while, but, I don't know. How about you, Flash?
Oh, shoot. So the biggest thing is me and D. I'm looking forward to that, man, and doing other silly fighting game movies or video game movies, because I was smoking crack when they made those movies in the 90s. So I'm looking forward to dissecting with him. That's going to be a great time. So be on the lookout for that a little after V-Day, a.k.a. Valentine's Day. So be on the lookout the week after. And I'll share this exactly what my trainer reminded me. So I'll let you guys in the chat know. Don't focus on things you can't control, but focus on things you can control. So I definitely leave it with that. So make sure you follow my brothers, Initial D, Bear Project, and Bearded Legend. Not now, but I gotta get it. Gotta get it right there. Because we out here. So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, so I definitely with that on that note.
Awesome. Bearded, you're
up. Yeah. Like Bear said, we've been kind of talking under the table here. But there is something else that he mentioned was collaborations. Definitely want to do some more collabs. I know the four of us had actually talked about playing a spooky game together. So we got to get that on board. You muted there, Flash. I don't know what you might be cussing me out.
No, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm just saying, like the mayhem is gonna be crazy. I'm all for
it. So we've been talking about that. I know me and Bear have been talking about doing a Gears of War series.
Yes.
Because the both of us are huge Gears of War fans. And if there are any Gears of War people out there, y'all might want to tune in for this one. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I'll leave y'all with this. Trying to figure out how to say it. Don't give up. I mean, and you can apply this to anything. You can apply this to content creation. You can apply this to personal life. Just don't give up. Like, wow, why did my camera adjust itself? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess the camera didn't like what I said. Anyway, yeah, don't give up, man. Right. just don't give up. Keep pushing. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with, kind of taking a step back and reevaluating things. I always tell my community this. Well, my chat really. Now I'm saying community because most of the people in there I do talk to. The good thing I learned this from animated movie. I don't know how many of y'all have seen the movie Sing with the animals.
Yeah.
Buster Moon says the great thing about hitting rock bottom is that you can only go up from there.
Go up.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So even if things are falling apart and you're just at your wit's end, just don't give up. You know, like I said earlier, the four of us we're men of faith. So I always the saying, let go and let God, because that's life.
Yeah.
He's gonna abundantly bless you no matter what happens. You just gotta trust the process and don't rush things.
Mhm.
Some facts on that, Playboy.
See, Flavor, we getting some marketing strategy going down in the chat for Flash.
That's
sir.
I've been
That's
I'm telling you, man.
That
Get a
is
shirt.
Bro,
why
hit
not?
me up. Make the logo and hit me up. I got
Yeah.
a store for you. I got a store for you.
Say less, Playboy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think
I
all
need
of
to
y'all need
start.
to do is store.
I need to take that, man. I still got this right here, man. Like I still got them initial of these coffee cups right here,
Nice.
man.
I plan on making something for Spicy Spooky Saturdays, like hoodies and stuff like that.
But
Yeah. That's what we on this year, seriously. And that's the type of stuff I was mentioning about, like, not keeping to yourself and just putting it out there. So like we can be like, yo, when do you want to do this? Put a date on it.
Yep.
Just put it out there and make it happen, So, and because a lot of times it's not that we don't want to do it, it's just like Bear says, we have like a gazillion things on our minds.
Yeah.
And it may not be a top priority. And if it's not at the top of the list, it can
get fall by the wayside.
Right. Yeah.
It
Definitely can
does.
fall by the wayside. Because I mean, and this is on me. I have a merch store. Like Carlos has gotten something from it. Well, technically he won what he got, but he still got something from the
There
store.
you go. He still got what he got. Yeah.
But I mean, I just hadn't advertised it because it's kind of been at the bottom of the barrel, honestly. So
mental note taken, Rob. I just saw that too. Mental note taken.
Definitely put a date on it.
It's right. When you put a date on it, it will work.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
At that point, you're like, okay, I got to have this done by this day.
Yeah.
Facts. I don't really got a plug, to be honest with you, man. Like I really want to see more of this right here. I want to see more of us succeeding.
Ooh.
Yes, as far as like content creation goes, don't quit. Keep pushing forward. I just made a video yesterday talking about this actually at midnight. I made a video near midnight, posted it on YouTube, talking about, how there's a lot of like people who they quit. They just stop. And thinking that it was going to be an easy road when nothing about this is easy.
Right.
But the good thing about it is when you got like people on the journey with you, it's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing it by yourself, you feel like you're all alone and you're more prone to let it go.
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage y'all out there to get you a group of friends or somebody that you trust and that can, hold you accountable to staying true to yourself and your content creation. Because this is hard, folks. It is very hard, but it's rewarding too at the same time. Putting this podcast together, this was months. This was months. Like we could have done this sooner, but again, all of us have been through things that have kind of like pushed us to the side. Some of us took extended hiatuses and all those different type of things to make it to postpone it. Hey D, you would laugh at me at my last video was me in the car.
I was in the
car. Oh, you made a video in the car. Nice. Tell you, man, y'all. If you don't have a video in the car, you really a YouTuber.
Right.
Yeah.
You are not a YouTuber. You are not a YouTuber if you ain't sitting in your car talking.
I did that at least once too. I did that long time ago. Yeah.
Just go park the car because Carlos hates it when I drive. and do it. So I try not to do that. Just sit in place and do it. But
Matter of fact, I think a couple of my YouTube videos was in the car.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, I did one
That's
before. Yeah.
funny. That's funny. Oh,
yeah.
I did have another future endeavor. It slipped my mind. So most of y'all, I mean, y'all know I've been doing a lot of football games and stuff
Yeah.
and making signs and whatnot. So I actually have another YouTube channel, and it's called The Adventures of Mr. Petty Sign. So I'll be making like a lot of hilarious meme signs for football games for the visiting team. So
I'm glad you said something because I have another YouTube channel too. I think I'd already told y'all. I created this channel back right after DreamCon. I got inspired to do some YouTube stuff that was a little bit different. But I didn't touch it after that. I kind of just dropped the ball. I dropped the ball and started focusing on Lost to Reality and streaming on Twitch. But I recently like picked it back up again. It's called Initial D Retro Rewind, and it's the actual YouTube channel where I will be playing video games. Like Thoughts to Reality, we're not playing video games on there. That channel is not for that. But the Retro Rewind is for the video game. So
not the cop, Carlos.
you say, wait, oh Lord, no live streaming and driving. Oh, yes, sir. I'm not. You ain't gotta worry about that because I already know he gonna see it. You know what are you doing? So, Robert says,
Appreciate you, Spicy. Thank you so much for that.
Have a
actually
great night,
nobody,
Spicy. I'm gonna
actually
hit you up
nobody
later.
else puts this. Actually, nobody else knows this, but all of my videos are edited in the car between shifts.
Nice.
Just on my phone. Hey,
That's cool.
look,
Hey, you gotta do it somewhere.
Spicy.
the
Enjoy the
phone.
rest of your day.
Have a great night. Thank you so much for spending darn near the whole stream with us.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, real talk. Um,
Also, for you,
yeah.
so since we did this one, what y'all think about part 3 after DreamCon?
I'm down.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, man. Let's date. Just say it. Just say the word. Just date. We can. It's never too late to put that in the calendar.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it like soon as I'm gonna get home after I take a nap from DreamCon.
Oh, you want it still fresh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Give
what's
a
up.
recap.
It's over with on that Sunday, which is the 1st.
We really about to go down there for Memorial Day weekend, y'all.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Don't worry, guys. We won't get arrested.
Nah, no way. Nah, we coming back home. Definitely coming back home.
All right, folks. We have we definitely had a great time tonight. Seriously, this was amazing. I'll say it again, if y'all are not following these 3 guys here, my bros, y'all definitely need to. You won't be sorry. You know, you go to one stream, you're gonna be like, dang, this is amazing. I'm so happy that I did that. Because if you enjoy my content, you're definitely gonna enjoy their content. Like I said, we've been friends for darn near 4 years.
Yeah.
And we met through this. This is how we met. You know, the relationships have evolved and, you know, just getting better. You have a good night as well, Robert. Yeah, catch the next round. Go back and watch the playback, man. You're gonna love it. You're absolutely gonna love it. But I had a great time, guys. First of all, I just want to say thank you to those of you on YouTube and Twitch, those of you who hung out, you're the ones who chatted, the ones who lurked, popped in, first time chatters. Y'all are all amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for once again making this happen. I will say what really inspired me to put that date on it. Crafty came into the room one day. She said, I don't know. She said, when are you guys going to do that round table again? And the moment she said that, that's when I texted y'all in the group chat, was like, yo, what y'all think about, January? And then everybody was on board. This was like back in November, I think, or something like that. Because this was planned out a few months in advance. So, and that's just what you have to do when you're, when you're involved with people who are busy and who have lives, but we can still make it happen. So, I thank you guys for making this happen for me, for us, I'll say.
Yes, sir.
In the words of Chick-fil-A, my
Most
pleasure.
definitely.
So, before I end the stream, when is everybody's next stream? Time and date.
Mine is tomorrow on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Gotcha.
Mine will be January 24th, Friday, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Gotcha.
And mine is to be announced.
Yeah, you said, oh,
He's like, I'll tell you when I figure it out.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Because I ain't gonna say, oh, it's gonna be this day, and then I'm like a no-show.
It's okay. Whenever you're ready, they'll already be following you ready. And when that notification goes off, we'll be there. So, I'll be live tomorrow, an hour before you be here at 7 p.m. CST, Central Standard Time, playing some Final Fantasy X.
Oh,
so we're still, I think, part 5 of Final Fantasy X. Dem shows, hello, welcome in. Just reached the end of the stream, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I really appreciate.
Russia.
Oh yeah, we got Russia in the house.
Nice.
But I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of y'all's night. I know Bear's like almost 11:30 p.m. your way, and it's almost 10:30 my way. And well, Flash, you and Bear in the same time zone. Me and Beard in the same time zone. So hopefully you guys have an amazing night. And I'm sure we'll probably chat a little bit before bed.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Okay. Well, once again, folks, now it's just me. I really wish I had my sounds, but I'm not on OBS. I'm over on Streamlabs, but it's all good. But hopefully everybody out there enjoyed the roundtable and you enjoyed the stream. There's going to be a lot more of these type of streams coming to the channel in the future. So once again, everybody be safe, be warm because it's cold outside. Don't forget to send your thoughts and your prayers to those in California right now that are going through that tough time period. And y'all be safe. See y'all next time. Peace. Good night, Shar. Carlos, good night. Robert, peace.